Before we get stuck into this week's episode, just want to say a very quick thank you to Alt Cult, Rockstar Finance, Hydra Rehearsal Studios, and Squid Ink Screen Printing for their fantastic support. Now it's on with the show.
Hi, I'm Danny.
I'm Mango from Ablaze.
And this is the Hard Rock Show.
We're taking over for a special episode. We're going to talk all things Ablaze, the European tour, the Possible campaign, a whole bunch of really stupid stories as well.
And we're going to be showing our favourite songs from our favourite bands.
Make sure you tune in.
Welcome to a different episode of the Hard Rock Show. I'm Andrew.
I'm Danny.
I'm Nikki.
Mango.
Now, we did say last week that we're back with a normal episode, and we've just gone, fuck that. We have a different idea for you instead. We have two members from Ablaze with us tonight to
G'day.
take over the show, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, definitely.
Basically, we're going to be having an interview with these guys while playing some clips, think Rage, but better.
Yeah.
It's not hard to do it, I think. Not these days. So, details at the bottom of the screen, as always, so make sure you're following us on all of our social media channels, as well as following Ablaze. We'll get to all that down the line as well. And subscribe to YouTube and all the other stuff to keep up to date with all the extra stuff that won't go into the 1 hour of television we planned for you here. There'll be heaps of stuff online as well, so go and check out that. So, Nikki, you're the one with the questions for these guys. So how about, do we want to start with a question or want to start off with a clip?
Let's start off with the clip.
Yeah? Alright,
Yeah.
what clip do you want to play? It's up to you guys.
I think we should give the viewers just a taste of what this band's about.
That was
I'm going to
clever.
need something a lot stronger first.
All right, so now you know what you're in for. Guys, I really want to talk about something that's rather exciting because there's a bit of a rumour that's confirmed. You're going to Europe.
Are we?
Well, I hope so. Where are you going?
I was going to Mongolia.
No, just in case Europe wasn't cold.
Change your
It's the time of
plans.
year.
Yeah.
It's all about the throat singing.
Oh, yeah.
Is it about the fungicidity? How do you say that? I learned a new word and I learned it very badly.
She learned new word less than 5 minutes ago. I'm going to get it right.
We're not travelling to Europe to get a certain kind of
Fecundity.
like
Oh,
a fancy STD. Like
No, let's seriously, we need to talk about this European tour. This is so exciting.
it is.
It's
We're pumped.
fucking
We're totally
exciting.
pumped.
Yeah.
How did this come about? Whose idea was it? Who sorted this shit out? How
Oh
are you
look,
paying for it?
we were wow, yeah. I like this.
Okay.
No, well, the idea's always been there. We've always wanted to go because a lot of Australian bands were going over and doing reasonably well with it. So we kind of wanted. It was always something we wanted to do.
Yeah, it was definitely always, I guess, a natural progression for us. Like a lot of the bands that we'd seen, we'd followed, we'd supported. Friends of ours had all gone through the Australian stuff, toured, done some supports, and then you start looking international. And at the moment, Europe is where a lot of Aussie bands are having a lot more success with touring and playing than they're having here. It's we're playing 19 shows in about 30 days.
That's
I think it's
That's
even
good.
more. Yeah.
What kind of countries are you covering?
Mostly UK.
Yeah, it's mostly So it'll be like England, Wales,
Scotland,
Scotland,
is in there, and Spain.
and
Big run
Spain.
through Spain.
Hey.
Spain's a good place to go.
Yeah, so originally we were going to go to Germany too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Germany's always on the cards. I think they're
Yeah.
really into our style of music and that. But I think when it was put out, the dates were put out, I think Spain just grabbed them all because we're doing about 9 shows in Spain, and I think there's only one day that we're not. Like it's like 9 shows in 10 days. It's just bang, bang, bang. So
We kept on getting like us and Wrecking Crew company. They kept on getting people wanting us to do more dates like after the tour.
Okay.
It's just like
I think there's about half a dozen. There's
Yeah.
about half a dozen offers straight off the bat for extra shows. And we're just like, well, next time.
Yeah.
If we stay over there any longer, most of us are going to lose their jobs. Which is, I mean,
that's the aim.
yeah, at some
eventually.
point, Right now, if we want to go back again, we have to actually be able to pay for it.
Yeah, that's right.
So have you dug into your social media and listening research to see if there's much of a audience already over there for you, or are you just hoping to go over there and build?
Oh, look, I mean, we've you just know what's going on with the bands that are actually going over there and what type of music they're actually into, and they seem to really dig that Aussie rock sound, you know. And being that we kind of bring a party element to it, you know, we know those, especially the Spaniards, they love to party.
I think all of them are going to be pretty. Yeah, it sounds like they're really into the. From what we've been told, that live show experience is what's really big over there. And we pride ourselves on the fact that we have a lot of fun on stage, and we jump around like idiots, and we get the crowd involved and everything like that. So, I think now it's just a case of going over there and actually being like, "Hey, this is us."
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I think it's more so now us being put on shows. We're not going to go in there and headline everything from the word. But you know, like some of the spots like Hard Rock Hell and Winter Storm giving us the opportunity to play with some big names.
That's cool.
Yeah.
In front of a crowd that is hopefully, by all accounts, is going to be receptive to the kind of stuff that we're doing, and will make it possible for us to go back there again and again, hopefully.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, we're kind of looking to have this as an introduction, you know, introduce ourselves to people overseas, and in that way, come, you know, the festival season next year. Hopefully we get some offers and we can go back there without having to, like, I mean, look, we're investing in it a lot ourselves as well, but it's a risk that's pretty calculated. Like we know we're not going to come back millionaires or anything like that, but you know, it's like any business, you've got to invest in it. So
you're not going to grow. Well, you're only going to grow so much staying here.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So you got to
pretty much
spread your wings.
This is a good opportunity for me to fess up. I kind of did something.
What? Not again.
I know, right?
Anytime you say something like that, I get worried.
With good reason, Andrew, with good reason.
I know.
So I hijacked the Ablaze fan page and I put the call out to the fans if they've got any questions, and a lot of the questions are actually related to the European tour. So I'll give Nicola some credit. This is Nicola's question.
Hi, Nicola.
Hey, Nicola. She wants to know, are there any up-and-coming British or UK bands that you're really excited to have a gig with?
Yeah, there's a few. One of the first shows we're playing over there is with a band called Revival Black, who are really, really cool.
Yeah.
And look, I've been listening to a lot of the kind of that new wave of classic rock stuff. There's that great Rock Now Forever playlist that Wrecking Crew Touring's put together, and so many of those bands like Massive Wagons and Hollow Star and Chris Barris Band, and I just go for ages and ages on some of those bands. And New Roses, who are incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Although they might be American, but either way,
they're still really good.
It's that that new. I really like that new sound, and definitely keen for that. I think we're playing another gig with a band called Midnight City.
Yeah.
Who I think are also coming here for the Melodic Rock Fest.
Oh yeah, they are too.
I think we're playing Swansea with them.
We are.
I think it's a big launch for them or something like
that.
But, so looking forward to that too. Nice. Yeah, any of the. I think I'm looking forward to Winter Storm with Skid Row.
Yeah, that's not bad.
And I think the Saturday night main stage at Hard Rock Hell with Dee Snider.
Yeah,
if I have a proper sit-down talk with the band, do you reckon I'll be able to get Sebastian Bach back into the
Oh, yeah. You'll be the one that does it.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Danny, wow. I wish you luck with your quest, sir.
Christ on a block.
Yeah.
While you're ready, go and find the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
Well,
either that or you could be their new singer.
No way. His way back through.
Could you imagine?
Another question regarding Europe came from a young man you might know named Sean Bennett.
Sean,
Shawnee.
Good old Shawnee. Thank you for your contribution. He had a couple of questions for you. One of his questions was, is there any particular venue or city in Europe that you're most excited to play at?
Oh, I'm really excited to play in Camden.
Yeah?
It's just, for me, it's just last time I was there, it was just this is where I could live and just live my life and everything like that.
Don't you be moving over there?
Well, if everything goes well, they might have to.
That's all right. We'll send for you.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't really have one. I guess I'm excited about the whole. I mean, I'd like to go play something like LA or something, but I've never actually really travelled very much overseas. Yeah, because the thing is, I haven't travelled overseas.
Any American bookers,
I haven't done the whole Kentucky thing because I went straight from school to uni to work. I didn't get time and I didn't have money and time at the same time. So I still don't. So I guess for me now, going over there and just walking into every gig it's
it's
new
a new
experience.
thing.
Pretty much. Well, I'm excited to play in London. I'm excited to play in Manchester. I'm excited to play in
I reckon
Spain's
going to be the shit, man. I've heard so many great great
good.
things about
Yeah.
it.
And we've gotten a few messages from promoters over there saying, bring all your merch when you play with us because you will sell out.
Yeah.
We're just like, okay.
Prop number 1. Did
Well-
someone say merch?
Yeah, well, there we go.
Oh, yeah, there you go. You look way better with it. Hey, Danny,
Actually,
somebody
no.
took your drink.
Where is it?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, thanks.
See, here's one I prepared earlier. The third question from your European tour comes from the lovely Sonia Donabella.
Oh, okay.
Sonia.
My
Yeah,
sister.
Sonia.
So, it's related to this little thing that's permanently around Dan's neck.
Yeah, it's
A
not.
little bottle of Jägermeister for those that can't see the shot.
Yeah, it's not Jaeger.
It's not actually. A lot of people seem to think, is it full? And I'm like, no. At what point is it going to be an emergency? It's quick, we need 2.5 mil of Jaeger right now.
Stat!
Yeah, I'm like, no, it's not. It's just a.
Well, that might be help with the fingered crudity for the pandas.
What?
Oh, you're behind.
Fingered crudity is like a board full of fingers.
Yeah.
Now, Sonia wants to know, besides
THRS finger
downing
food.
Jaeger bombs, what are you actually looking forward to most in Europe? What
Oh,
do you think
Salad
is going to...
What am I looking forward to most? Yeah, travelling around and
Yeah.
just doing those big chains of gigs to new fans. And yeah, I mean, we always play, I think, best when we feel like we're trying to prove ourselves and
Yeah,
trying to
absolutely.
really
Yep.
step up and show ourselves off a
Yeah.
bit. So I think the opportunity to do that night after night for a month straight
Yeah.
is going to have us. I'm really, really looking forward to
So
that.
it's a whole month you're going for?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty
Well,
much.
the first show's on the 6th of November, and I think the
Yeah.
last one's on the 1st of December.
Yeah.
Oh,
There you
wow.
go. Yeah.
That's incredible.
So
Yeah, no,
not for a
I'm
while.
really pumped for that whole thing. It's just like, I mean, playing in a room full of people who are just as excited for you to be there as you are.
Yeah.
You know, that's, yeah, I mean, you can't get that anywhere. Even here, like, I mean, Melbourne's great, don't get me wrong, it's been really good to us and everything, but it's kind of like, you know, you've done well in Melbourne when the dude's kind of like standing there just going,
Yeah.
That's acceptance.
and that's like, yeah, you're one
Yeah.
of, whereas I'll just go nuts.
They're
Like,
going to
you know,
lose their
you
shit.
know, and like unlike the rest of these guys, I've played overseas, and so they are a lot more wild than what we're really reserved in that respect for some reason. I don't know why.
I'm hearing I'm born in the wrong country. I'm hearing that.
Absolutely.
I should be with
We're
the
not
pandas.
the
wrong decade, I think.
Yeah, well,
I was born in the right decade. You were born in the wrong decade.
Brag about being old to me.
You know, if we're going down that track, you
oh, here we
know,
go. This will be
Yeah.
interesting.
yeah. You know, back in my day, I used to.
No, yeah,
I used to wear that.
As a matter of fact, aren't they yours? No, okay. Right.
Yeah, if that were mine, my nonna would have sewn them up.
Yeah. My nonna's going for him.
Now, I want to talk about your possible campaign.
Oh,
Is it
let's go to a
possible?
clip. Let's go to a
Yeah,
clip.
let's go to a clip first.
Let's
Look.
break it up and go to a clip. So what clip have you got for us now?
Well, how about one of the bands we're playing with, Revival Black?
Yeah.
They've got a song called Wide Awake that was what tuned me to them, and it's a sensational song. So maybe,
Yeah, let's
Wide
go with
Awake
that.
by Revival Black.
Nice. Enjoy. Yeah, right.
Jimmy Van Zeno. Yeah.
Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy.
I put him in the bin last time.
Jimmy? You
Oh,
did.
I-
You
Actually,
did.
Well, after what I'm about to say, you might want to take him right out of that bin.
But he's. Oh, we'll go to him later.
We've got a bin to do later on. We'll see how we go.
You know you've made it when you get a quote like this from Jimmy Van Zeno. Quote. Ablaze definitely have the best hair of any Melbourne band, possibly the whole of Australia. Now,
Yeah.
you got mentioned for your hair, but apparently Ben has a little bit more style.
Yeah, Ben's hair looks like Jimmy's hair. That's
Yeah,
why
that's
Jimmy's
Dead,
Hello, Jimmy!
dead set. If Jimmy had a son, like Ben's is
And we might have to ask Ben's mum a
Yeah.
couple of questions.
How many years back are we talking about here?
Oh, shit.
when Jimmy was a whole rock star thing. It was yeah.
No, I think it's...
Those times that ETs are coming back to
All I
haunt
can
you,
think of is
Jimmy.
that
Yes.
Kiss outtake where Gene and that are talking to that boy in the movie. The outtake, the thing that made it to air. No one knows what I'm talking about. Okay.
I don't think I've
Hang
seen
on.
it.
But it sounds
It's on
really
YouTube.
good.
There's
Oh.
a thing where Gene's talking to this boy, and it's like the boys talking about they're matching up dates when they were touring. And
Oh yeah.
Oh, shit.
No, but it was Paul's. It was Paul's child. It was
Yeah.
like on Mad TV.
No. This is actually
Oh.
an outtake from like an
Oh,
extra scene
okay.
from a movie or something.
Shit.
That's put
Oh,
together.
wow.
Yeah, so
Wow.
Right.
There you go.
So, obviously that's the ultimate compliment. Thanks, JVZ. What I wanted to know was, what media, publicity, whatever, has given you the biggest thrill or the biggest buzz? What's the nicest thing anyone has said about you guys?
What's the nicest thing that the media has
Or what's
said
like
about us?
made you just go, I'm proud,
is it
or
a
I'm
big
happy?
list or a short list to start
the
with?
thing is I think it's easy to remember the great insults last the longest.
Yeah, some of the insults have been brilliant.
That's not where this was meant to go. Let's go there.
What's one of the nice things?
Has
Some of the
anyone
stuff
ever
it says
done
in
another
reviews.
review?
Reviews, yeah.
That you
yeah.
just
Some
went-
of the reviews where I like Wall of Sound.
There you go.
When Just a Taste came out and basically said, and I'm paraphrasing here, but it was something along the lines of if this is, representative of what the rest of the album's going to sound like, this band is going to put themselves up amongst the the great Australian bands. And I just went, whoa.
Yeah.
The biggest compliments for me come from the people that listen to us. Though.
Yeah.
There's some great reviews and some great quotes that we've got now, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But the two compliments that stand out to me the most is, number one, when we played Adelaide last time on the Long Way Home tour, there were these 2 or 3 guys standing in the front row. They had our shirts on. They sung every word to every song, and we had no idea who they were.
That's awesome.
Right? And afterwards, they're like, "Oh, we saw you with John Karabi. We bought your stuff. We wanted to."
Oh.
And they knew it. And then at the end, everyone's going, one more song. I'm like, yeah, what do I want? And Danny's kind of come up to me and gone, hey, do you want to do like Screaming Jets or AC/DC? I said, ask them. And he goes, do you guys want some better or do you want some TNT? Fucking crickets. And what do you want? They started chanting Dirty Little Secret. We're like, you'd rather hear one of our songs.
That's
And the best part of that was Ben turned to me and goes, oh shit, we didn't play Dirty Little Secret. But that and my neighbour.
Okay.
Tell me
neighbour, he moved out of the house for a few years because he's off with his missus now, and I hadn't seen him for a while. He's a few years older than me, so probably a few years younger than Danny. And he's
So born in the right era.
yeah. So he's he pulled up and he's like, Dan, how you going? And I ran up and had a conversation. He goes, I love your album. I love the album so much. I was like, thanks, man. And then he hit me. He goes, I don't listen to rock and roll.
Yeah.
I don't listen to this style. I don't really like most of it, but I love your album.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And I just went, phew.
Yeah.
Like when you can kind of hit it. Anyway, he was like, no, it's not because of you. I'm not trying to suck up to you. I really love the songs.
Oh.
And I was like when you can kind of connect with someone that's not even interested in this genre and something kind of hits you and you connect with that.
Yeah.
That for me, I was like, whoa.
Well, that's the thing. It's how many times have you had like mates or like acquaintances come up and say, listen to my album, and then you listen to it, you're like, it's all right. Okay. Whatever. It's not really. I don't really dig it, but like good on you. Like
this is like the next step from
this
that.
This is like, I know you. I don't really even like rock and roll, but I like what you're doing.
Yeah, no, that's
so
exactly it. That was, for me, that was one of the great.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I use you as an example to my friends. Like when people...
I think a lot of people use this as an example.
The best example.
Of what to do, what not to do.
Yeah. This is a genuine statement, and it goes right with what your neighbour said. It's like when people go, oh, you're on the hard rock show, death metal. I'm like, well, yeah. But there's actually bands that you, Miss Fucking Cold Chisel, Jimmy Barnes, would also love. You love the Angels, you love good Aussie rock.
Yeah.
Listen to this. This is new good Aussie rock.
And we get that a lot.
And I legit use you guys as the example, and I genuinely mean that.
Oh, wow.
There's a whole wave of bands.
I think you're very accessible.
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing. When Danny first joined the band and we first kind of went, let's get our shit together and start doing some videos and whatnot, a lot of people that we knew, myself and Ben and Matt being the original kind of founding members, they kind of saw us, and me and Ben especially, with the the side fringes going on.
It was short of the back.
Waiting for the emo phase.
Everybody thought that we were a screamo band.
Yeah.
And a few people, when we released the hard one, went, I actually really like your music. And I was kind of like, wait, there's a little bit of a back end. I actually like your music. But it was more of a, once I think we looked a bit more.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, like saying to Jimmy, a lot of people seem surprised by the fact that we've all got long hair, or most of us. No, there was a great review the other day that said, Dynan's the only person in the band that looks like he's been to a barber recently.
Oh, yeah.
And that's probably one of my favourite reviews we've ever had, because some of the stuff in there was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
But a group of young blokes in a band that
Always.
You brought it up.
I did.
that you did start it tonight. In a rock band with long hair, it's not a new concept.
No. But you don't say that often anymore.
No,
especially
it's
when
not tied up in a man bun.
Well, yeah, and you break it down to the biggest new, quote unquote, younger rock band today is probably the Struts.
Yeah.
And you break it down, you talk about imagery and stuff of what goes into rock and that these days. Then the old long hair cliche is out the window for a while and it's starting to come back.
Yeah. I think it also has got to do a lot with the whole we don't sit around and just write music anymore. We actually have jobs. We have to go to work. So, with Matt, for example, he works at a bank. He can't look like us.
Yeah, he works with me, people, just in case anyone didn't know that.
It's Nicky's fault he hasn't got long hair.
No, he had his image as part of his... I'm lucky.
Yeah.
Doing the presenting stuff that I do, it could have been very easy for my boss, because I'm working with students and stuff like that. Like, if my boss turned around and said, hey, you need to have short hair and be clean shaven and not have any tattoos. Now, luckily, I work with animals and my tattoo is of a very large lizard.
You work with animals and you play with animals.
But I'm not, well.
Hey, don't encourage him.
Yeah, but basically, it would be very easy to get kind of forced into that as well. But yeah, no, we're not in a world anymore where someone rocks up to a gig and goes, I like your style, I'm going to take you on for 3 albums, I'm going to pay you an allowance, write music and do whatever you want. So we have to be...
And that's not just us, that's everyone, every other band as well. You go around seeing bands and they're all pretty clean cut,
A lot of them are.
So...
I'm lucky, the only time I have to tie my hair up in a job is when I'm trying to catch a crocodile.
Yeah.
Makes
because
sense.
when it's doing this and there's a salty coming at me, it's more for me than anybody else.
Now, did I hear you say the Struts? Someone mentioned the Struts?
They all mentioned the Struts.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think that's a perfect segue to our next clip, which is chosen by these boys.
Yeah, well, I really like this. I like the song "Dancing in the Street," but the Struts covered it and did an amazing job at it. So there it is.
All right, boys. I said I was going to ask you the serious questions.
Serious questions.
I want to talk about crazy fans.
Oh.
Case in point. So, we have the T-shirts and the merch. We have the stubby holders.
Yeah,
Can I just say,
obsessed.
this is signed. Mm-hmm. I got the signed one from the album
This isn't the
launch.
first time you've brought one of these posters out on the show either, by the way.
These are forged.
We're talking about crazy fans.
You couldn't have put a price on them because they were real. That's what made it valuable to me. Even though another band was headlining, you're on it, therefore it made it to the wall. But I love you guys, but you're there.
Thank you.
This was one of the best gigs I've ever freaking been to. I don't know if you remember
Which one
that
did you go to?
I went to the last one.
Oh, Dallin Warbirds.
Yeah, Dallin Warbirds. That was so cool. Was it Wednesdays?
Well, because the place caught on fire.
That wasn't that gig.
Oh, wasn't it?
No, that caught on fire. Velvet Addiction and Black Dog.
Yeah, I was going to say that was a Black Dog.
Because the first one, the Sisters on She-Wolf, was when Alter Bridge rocked up.
Yeah, and we sold out.
Sold out. And then Velvet Addiction, the stage caught fire. Or something caught fire because we went outside and the fire trucks were everywhere. Yeah. And you want to talk about crazy fans? Somebody thought it'd be a great idea that night to grab a couple of our stickers and stick them on the back of the fire truck.
So
look what we did. We're like, please take them off, because we're the ones that's our contact details.
It's kind of funny though.
We just went, whoa, okay, we're gonna get sued.
You're gonna need this. Crazy fans. So Andrew Marshall, shout out to you, sir.
Hang on, buddy.
He also has a question, which is, do you ever plan to incorporate using any of your pets as a stage show? That was a legit question from Andrew.
He does, but he can't see it behind the drum kit.
Boo shakalaka. Keep going. As you
I think most of my animals would be pretty fucking terrifying.
If it's good enough for Britney Spears, Dan.
Yeah.
Dog disagrees with you.
Are you really gonna do that?
There's a comparison.
Well, it didn't go very well, so maybe not. Let's just delete.
Are you going to shave your head?
Probably no. Oh, yeah.
Before or after rehab or mental health retreat.
So Andrew Marshall was actually in your film clip, Just a Taste. By the way.
Smooth segue.
Whoa.
These guys filmed a new film clip last night, and I found out about it on social media after it happened.
We still smell like last night.
Very upset.
I've done my best.
So,
But I still...
Andrew Marshall was kind enough to get this for me because he knows I'm a bit of a Psycho fan. In a good way. A good Psycho
So
fan.
basically, this whole question was you getting your rocks off now.
No,
that was the whole interview.
No. There's more. Hey. Andrew Marshall got 2 of these. One for himself, rightly so. He was in the clip.
That's it.
And one for me.
He was actually the main guy.
He was one of them. Yeah, Paul Law was another one.
Yeah.
But
There's a few permission. Alex Richmond was in it.
But Andrew, he was kind of the inspiration.
Hang on a minute.
Of the
It's not on that.
of the single cover.
I remember.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he's on our single. You've got like a guy from behind, that little guy, kind of my height, but looks like Dan from behind, sticking his finger up at Andrew.
Yes.
And and he's this big, imposing businessman type guy in a suit and a mask like that. And it was like the inspiration for it. So yeah.
So I'm going to ask you to sign that later. Thanks, Andrew.
Absolutely will.
Now.
So why'd you give him the text now?
Oh,
Sign it now,
I
just
changed
sign
my
it.
mind because you made it all about me and it's not really about me. What I really want to know
said about you.
Start drawing a logo.
Wait. This is a serious question and I ask this of a lot of bands and I get some really grouse stories out of it. Do you have that you can talk about any particular Psycho fans besides me? I'm harmless. Have you ever had a situation where you're kind of like, I'm flattered but you need to stop peering in my bedroom window? Like...
I was having an Octavia, man.
I was looking up into the corner going, where's this going to go next?
I knew there was something about that chick.
Have we had any crazy fan moments?
And are you going to get something
okay, you can
because you
laugh
are?
at it.
Well, maybe in Europe we might.
Hang on.
What?
Come on.
John Karavi in Adelaide afterwards when that chick came upstairs and just wouldn't stop playing saxophone in the middle.
She was just crazy.
Yeah.
She was just
So after
crazy.
the show, Karabi said, hey, everybody hang back, we'll have a drink, we'll hang out. We're like, cool. So it was us and Sisters Doll and him and his guys. And we'd gotten along for the shows that we'd all done together.
That's cool.
And this woman comes up into Enigma after everything's shut down and just stands in
Through the
middle
back
and
way,
just-
mind you.
Yeah, and just starts playing saxophone at the top of its fucking volume. And we're sitting there, we're trying to have a conversation and we can't talk over it.
Hang on a second, but it wasn't great.
No, it was horrific. It was horrific. And I don't even mean it didn't sound good. Like, I played saxophone. It was horrific on a fundamental level.
Was it Funkidity?
Oh.
Told you to get it wrong when it actually mattered.
Back to the horrible saxophone.
That'd turn off anybody's fecundity. And
That's what's wrong with a panda shit on saxophone. I get it now.
but fine. And
Playing with the wrong reed.
Yeah.
A few reeds short. But
Yeah.
then we finally just went, fuck this, we're all going to leave, it's all good. He wasn't interested in it. And then we're all down. Enigma at the back's got a set of stairs down to a little car park. We're all loading out. We all end up hanging out there talking anyway. Everybody's getting along, mucking around, taking photos, swapping stories and stuff like that. And all of a sudden, she pops up again and starts playing saxophone again. Everyone's like, good night, and everybody just drove off.
Look,
I was like, you left me upstairs. We're like, apparently not.
I'm trying to.
Well, I kind of encouraged her because I was like, play Baker Street, and
Why
then it's
doesn't
like,
that
can
surprise
you
me?
not? And she started playing
Putting
it.
in requests.
She started playing it, you know. I was just like, yeah. And then like by the second phrase of the song, I was just like, oh, what have I done?
Have we had any? Oh, I'm sure there's some. We may have blocked.
There's got to be.
I don't think that there's been any like crazy fans per se. Like, not really.
Not massive. There've been a few weird Facebook messages from accounts that I'm not friends with
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But
Yeah, but nothing. No, nothing too.
We're
no,
going to fix
sorry.
that in
we'll
Europe,
get there.
right?
I think Europe might take care of some of that.
Oh, yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's
So
been
what
great.
band are you a crazy fan of and what song are you going to pick for us next?
So, back to Europe. I'm a massive fan of.
Back to Europe.
We were talking about Europe before.
Oh, not the band, right?
No.
Smooth.
Yeah.
I knew where you were going with
Thank
that.
you. Thank you.
Christ. Anyway.
So, which version of Rock the Night are we going to be playing next?
All of them. No, it's another story.
You gonna cover?
Massive Wagons.
Yeah, Massive Wagons.
I love Massive Wagons. Let's go Tokyo.
Yeah.
I love that song.
Yeah.
Speaking of Europe, enjoy. It's time for a prop.
Time. You got any left?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all in
You
the
ready?
box.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay,
I don't know
we're
what
back.
I'm ready for.
Tell them we're back.
Okay, we're back.
We're back.
I'm just going to use the pre-roll. So just keep going now. You're in it.
All right. So what came first, the chicken or the egg, right? It's a question everyone needs to know.
Depends on the context, but all right, go on.
So let me give you some
Zoologically
context.
speaking.
So we talked about Crazy Fans, whether that makes it to air or not remains to be seen. But my understanding is this is no longer available.
No, that's sold out. And
But I have it.
I think No Turning Back would be gone by now too.
Yeah, No Turning Back's
If not,
done.
there's probably only 3 or 4 of
My
them.
only copy of that got racked and I've never seen it again since.
Did we not give you another copy?
Oh.
I think we did.
Someone racked it.
No, we gave you another copy.
I have to look. Two's Up. This is the name of the EP, which also features a rockumentary. Haha, you can't have it anymore, it's mine.
But you can see it on YouTube.
It's all on YouTube.
Daddy! I felt so special. He tells me my signatures are fake and now this isn't mine. Right, that's it.
You organised
It's all that
this.
love.
It's on Facebook too.
Oh, so much love. Okay, so the question is there a song on here called Two's Up?
There is.
Yeah.
This came out first.
Yep.
This came out later.
Okay, so...
What happened first?
Really, to
Chicken
put
or
it
the egg?
really, really simply,
Yes.
he wrote a set of lyrics and called them Two's Up. And I said, we can't fucking release a song called Two's Up. We've got a set. He said, why not? He showed me the lyrics. I was like, actually, I quite like it. And we just went, bugger it.
So what happened is Two's Up. If you've heard the song, you know what it's in context to. But the reason why I chose Two's Up, well, I fought for having this called Two's Up.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, was because there was 2 discs.
And
there
2
was
songs.
2 songs, and these 2 songs were songs that the band had written years ago, but would never make it onto an album, and didn't even make it on the original EP. But they were part of our live show, so we wanted to record them. And so 2 CDs, 2 songs, Two's Up. You know, with you as a listener, it's really Two's Up.
They were basically the 2 songs, actually 2 of the 3 songs that didn't make it onto the No Turning Back EP.
Yeah.
So we actually originally probably had over 10 songs that we were playing, and then when we lost our last singer and before Danny, we stopped playing a couple of songs, and then we had practiced a bunch with Danny, and we knew what was going to go on to No Turning Back. And towards the end of our pre-production, we actually kind of swapped, and a song that was supposed to be on No Turning Back didn't go on, and we put Hurricane head on instead. Cool. And then we had these 2 songs they were never going to go in with the album because they're ancient to us. Till I'm Down is literally the first song we wrote. We probably, myself, Ben Dynan, and the other 2 guys that were in it originally, wrote that at the end of 2010.
Yeah.
And Natasha was pretty soon after.
Yeah.
So, within 12 months. And Natasha was...
Shout out to Natasha too.
Natasha was written at the same time as songs like No Turning Back and This Bitch Bites.
Okay.
And so
Poor Natasha.
So those 2 songs, we just went, they're not going to make it onto the album. We're not ready to do the album yet. So we'll do this, put these 2 songs, and then the last song that hadn't been used went through a little bit of a revamp. And ended up on the album, and that's Darkest Day.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
and what a song that is. Yeah. Holy bat balls. I love that song.
Yeah. With that song in particular, when I first, was auditioning for these guys, they sent me some songs, and one of them was Darkest Day. And that was a standout for me. It's not kind of what it sounds like now.
There's a bit more variety. It needed to be updated to where we were at, and it was actually everybody did.
It just needed to flow a bit.
Dave was instrumental in mixing things up.
Yeah.
In that song.
That's what I thought when I first heard it. It's great. Just needs work.
Presence known.
But the actual core of the song was amazing. I absolutely loved it. It was like, we need to do something with this, and that's what we got today. And Dan wrote it years ago. Like you said,
I wrote the lyrics to that probably.
Someone wants a pat, I think.
About halfway through 2011, towards the end of 2011, I wrote the lyrics to that. Maybe even a little bit later, but that was writing the lyrics to that was a very cathartic process for some stuff that I've been going through. And so I'd wanted originally the song the way it was. I kind of brought it to the guys and said, "This is the song. this is what I've written, have a listen. If you want to play it, let's play it. If you don't want to, let's not, but I don't want to change it. This song means a lot to me. And they all went, no, we need to play that.
Yeah.
And we played it live a couple of times, but then, obviously 6 odd years passed, and we went back to look at it, and we said, and I kind of calmed down a little bit on it and said, look, let's see if we can, because I think it does drag a little bit here, and this could be updated, and we changed things around, and it turned.
And plus, you mature as a songwriter as well, and you know what works and what doesn't.
Your songwriting changes, so we had the ability to revisit it with a bit more experience behind us, and that meant that we could turn it into what it turned into.
Did it have all the guitar solos and stuff in it?
No.
Because
those little guitar things after the
amazing,
choruses and stuff.
All the piano wasn't in it either.
No.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
That big solo
truly
section
is
at
a
the end
beautiful song.
wasn't there. Yeah.
Right, from start to finish, and like you start in a really low register, and then it escalates
the lyrics haven't
off.
changed.
Yeah, the lyrics haven't
Wow.
changed, but the structure of the song, it just became refined. Like, as in, this version of the song, it builds to a nice crescendo, and it's great. Whereas before, it'd build, drop down. It just didn't flow as well.
Right.
What we have now is like, I'm really happy with the way.
And it went from
turned out.
being a 6.5 minute song that sounded like a 6.5 minute song to now it's probably well over 7 minutes, and it doesn't sound it.
Not at all.
That's right.
Yeah. So I was going to ask, one of the questions I wanted to know was actually the song "Dirty Little Secret," and I wrote down.
Great Bon Jovi song.
Forgive me if I actually have these words wrong. Where did I write it down? I'm not the only secret in you. I'm not the only dirty secret in you.
Not the only secret that's inside of you.
That's the one.
So
Who wrote that?
So the way,
whose line is that? I love that line.
I wrote the lyrics to most of the lyrics to Dirty Little Secret.
I seriously love that line. Okay.
And that line came in pretty late on, because it was the original pre-chorus from the first verse was in both.
Yeah.
And then I kind of said, hey, can we try this?
Yeah.
And then he went, no, I like that.
Yeah,
Mix it
yeah.
up a little bit.
No,
and that's 100% supposed to sound like that. We
we
got away with that one pretty well, actually.
A lot of the times when we're writing, like even like a song like that, with Dan's like, well, these are the lyrics here, and it won't be a lot of the times not a complete song of lyrics. So it'd be like, have a look at it, see what we can do with the second verse, or like, I want to do a pre-chorus, but I'm not sure what to do, and blah blah blah.
And it goes both ways.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Everybody contributes.
Awesome.
And it was just great. Like one of the other songs as well. Dan what was it? Kings and Queens.
Yeah.
And Dan was like, well, it's about this, and I could see where his lyrics were going, and I was just like, I'm just gonna take what he's done and just give it legs, basically, and I've just gone full on. And
because that was another Kings and Queens and Dirty Little Secret. I'd written years ago.
And
Bad Tattoo as well.
And they were all worked on the same pretty much weekend.
And Bad Tattoo, I wanted to ask what the inspiration was at, and I'm like, no. Because there's songs that are like about pain and stuff like that, and then there's songs like Bad Tattoo, and then there's a song that's like hang on.
Irish drinking.
Yeah, where's my drink? Oh, honey, where's your drink?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I sing Bottom of My Bottle.
That's the one, yeah.
There's just
She's
so
getting
much
excited.
in this.
She doesn't know what
I
to
know,
say,
right? But there's songs that are clearly you're pouring your heart out about someone that was very meaningful to you, and then there's other songs about Bad Tattoo, you know?
Well, the thing is like a lot of the songs on there, aside of one, where the song's more of a fantasy thing, which is Bar Fight Blues. I mean, we don't go around starting fights in bars and
you don't see gun shooting and...
No. I mean, sometimes we wish we had
guns. If we do a
guns.
film clip for that song, it's going to be
If I have a gun...
Will I find out about that one?
We'll see.
Well, it's in a saloon situation.
This is not going well, Andrew. Cut. We're done. I'm walking out.
No, you're not.
But a lot of the
Too much
songs,
fun for me.
but a lot of the songs, all the songs are drawn from experience. They're not written because we've thought of a story or something like that. It's even if it's like Dan's story that he wants to tell. But I've written some of the lyrics for it. It's because I know the story.
Yeah.
Because Dan's told
it.
Or
because
it
just suits the song. Like Bad Tattoo, I can say honestly, was not originally... It sounds like it's written from a romantic point of view of having a partner that you don't want to be with him. Wasn't.
Oh.
It was originally written when I started writing it years and years ago. It was about a person I knew that was an absolute piece of shit and just went, I don't want you in my life anymore.
Just a general piece of shit, not romantically.
That's where it started, and then it kind of twisted down that road because it suited the lyrics and the style.
And we had to change it as well. When we originally.
Bad Tattoo had twice the lyrics in it because I tend to be wordy when I write something, and when we started
wordy.
As you can see. But as
we knew word earlier, but you can't get right.
What was it called?
Funkidity.
That sounds like Rick James. Hey,
This is the gift that keeps on giving.
Oh, it's so good.
Yep.
Was I close then?
No, fecundity. How horny animals are, essentially.
That's why I don't understand the word.
Yeah.
Like, I can't wait. What? Keep going. Roll. Talk.
I can already see Nikki at Glow Valley next Saturday night going, hey babe, I'm
Want to find out want to find it? Okay, you don't know what to use it on.
What she's going to do
want to see how fecund I am.
She's going to get the actual phonetic breakdown tattooed on the inside of her forearm.
What a voice now.
Yeah, when I'm writing a home loan and someone goes, what does that mean? Let me tell you about Panda Bear's sex drive or lack thereof.
But with Bad Tattoo, like it kind of, it was so many lyrics in it. When we started having writing the guitar parts and stuff, we just said we are going to be tripping over ourselves, or Danny's going to be tripping over himself trying to sing this. So we changed the rhythm a bit. We scaled back the lyrics, said the same amount in half the amount of words, left some space.
Yep.
Which was fine because otherwise he was going to pass out halfway through the first.
Yeah.
But that's how it was written. It was write down the idea that you got.
Yeah.
And 99 times out of 100, when it comes to that kind of stuff, when we're writing, we're not completely precious with it. If we can come up with something that works better in the song, for the sake of the song, everybody drops their pride and we make sure the song's the best it can be.
But as long as the story's the same,
you
know what I mean? As long as it's like we're getting that same point across, it doesn't really matter. Like, because the song's about that experience.
It's about the destination.
That's it.
Yeah.
So, we're never precious on that kind of stuff.
Cool. Let's play a song.
Okay.
Sure.
What do you guys want to go with next?
The other one?
Probably.
You forgot.
Okay,
so one of the gig posters that came out before.
Yeah, no, one of the gig posters that came out.
There.
So this was a memorable gig we did with Warbirds. It was their EP launch.
Yep.
And
we did the EP launch beforehand. Before this one as well.
Yeah, we do all the launches basically.
That's a beautiful
Warbirds
thing.
just gives us a call.
And we do anything for those guys because they're amazing and they're really nice dudes. And Anthony's like a brother to me. So anytime we can help out, we do. But yeah, this was really cool because it was the first time that we played Long Way Home.
Yeah.
I think we're coming to in a bit.
Sorry?
I think we're getting to that in a bit.
Yeah, we will. But we've got this out, and so I wanted to play a song from Warbirds called Reality Check. Check it out.
Hi, welcome to this week's Gig Guide. I'm Jodie.
I'm Nikki.
First off, want to say a special thanks to Alt Cult, Rockstar Finance and Hydra Rehearsal Studios, plus Screen Printing for their support.
You bloody legends. Make sure you look up the events that interest you online for more information.
Kicking it off on Thursday, September the 26th, Demon Head launched their new album Black Devil Lies at the Workers Club with support from Darker Half, Triple Kill and Katana Cartel.
Gig of the year, just saying. All right, sorry about anyone else that follows this. So Friday, September 27th, we have Dark Angel. Woo! They're playing Max Watts Melbourne with support from King Parrot. That is going to be sick.
And on Saturday, September the 28th, grand final day, Creek are launching their new single, Made Of, at the Cactus Room with support from Froggy Notion and Tiny Mountain.
Thank you, sir. October 5th, we've got the Shark Fest 2019 at Lock 11 Lawns in Mildura, featuring Super Heist, Terminal Zero, Envenom, Bobby Danger, Headstone Villains. Oh, wow. Ideal Suburbia. Idol even. Suspended Amination, Carly Jewel of Axon and Jax Crackers and more.
And more. She got through it.
And some glasses, please.
Also, Heavy and Hammered at the Tote with more than 20 bands that are at this event, including Barbarian, Frankenbach, 29 Bones, Fuck the Fitzroy Doom Scene, Palace of the Kings, Skulldust, The Black Tides, and many more.
That Gig of the Year thing I just said, there's another one coming up.
There's more than one.
On top of that, Dirt River Radio, the Dirties, are launching their new album Just for Kicks at Mimo Music Hall. Supports to be announced.
October the 8th to the 13th, Buck Cherry and Hardcore Superstar are on tour, playing in Perth, Adelaide, Melbourne, Brisbane, Sydney, with support from Bad Moonborn.
With their new singer, Get Fucked. It's going to be amazing. Saturday, November 30th, Sexpionage, a.k.a. Espionage, are playing the Evelyn Hotel, where they'll be filming their brand new video. Get there, get your head banging, along with Sabine, Tyrant and Vicious Addiction. Get there.
From October the 5th to December the 21st, the Black Aces even are on tour, launching their new EP, Never Change, playing central and regional locations across Victoria, ACT and NSW.
Everyone needs a little bit of Black Aces in them. December 11th to 15th, we got Marty Friedman. Hello, fuck me. He's on tour and he's playing Sydney, Brisbane, Canberra and 2 shows in Melbourne. 2 shows because we're awesome. With support from Trigger, who are doing the national headline tour with him, so well done to those guys. Temptress, War Truth, Matosphere, Hidden Intent, Demon Head, Espionage and more.
And more. Now, as always, lineups events are subject to change, so keep up to date with those that interest you via Facebook and hit us up via Facebook if there is something that you would like for us to plug on your behalf.
We love to plug. All right, once again, special thank you to Alt Cold, Rockstar Finance, Hydra Rehearsal Studios and Squidding Screen Printing for their support.
Now, as always, rock up with your frock on.
All right, so...
Welcome back to the Hard Rock Show, people.
Hey!
I'm Dan. Nee? That's
So am I. I'm Dan.
I'm Dickie Knee.
That's what the dogs are.
This is going well. So...
Dan number 1, Dan number 2, Dan number 3, Dan number 4.
So it's D1 and D2 as opposed to B1 and B2.
Yeah, I think
If we had another band in the band, I'd leave.
D stands for Dumb and Dumber. Oh,
Twice.
wow. Anywho, let's
Raisin.
move on.
What's that word you were trying to get out again?
Funkadity. Fecundity. All right. Okay,
It's not in
so...
yours.
She doesn't
Couple of
drink beer.
questions. One's mine and one is also from Sean Bennett. Same question with
Go,
a
Sean.
different spin. So let's do Sean's first because he's a bit more pretty than me. Sean's question is, No Chaser is an amazing album full of wonderful original songs. Sean's words.
Okay. I didn't remember putting any covers in there, so...
Well, this is where this question is going. And I actually answered it going, I reckon they're going to say this, but let's see what you say because it's your band apparently. So Sean's question is...
You've been talking to Ben again, have you?
Ben's not here to defend himself, it's fair
that's
game.
the way we
Best time
like
to
it.
take a crack, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to have his chance on Tuesday when he goes and pays a visit to
Dave
Dave
Sirianni,
Sirianni, Art of Touring. So
There you go.
yeah.
Cool.
Getting in early. That's all the time.
It's all right, this won't air before he does that, so he'll never know.
So it will be revenge good.
Fuck you.
What you said, Ben.
Timing is everything.
Good.
So Sean's question is there a cover that you get really excited to play? What's your favourite cover and why?
Oh, I love playing Mr. Brownstone.
Dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
I owe you a beer, Sean.
I love playing Mr. Brownstone, and I think we love playing Good Times, just because I get to sing, but also
Yeah, well, that's all we get. Or we get like a guest singer to
You
come up.
always
You
do,
know.
don't you? Yeah.
yeah, we've done a few. We had a few. Who's come up and sung? Good
Dell,
Times?
Serena,
Oh,
came up.
Serena from She-Wolf
Yeah.
came up and sung it with us.
I was just, I've seen so many and I've just had a
Although
blank.
we've been playing Better for a long time.
Yeah, Better's.
So Better's been a cover the
I was gonna
band's
say.
been doing since we started 9 odd years ago.
That's the one I said.
But
Yeah.
we still
No,
love
I
playing it.
love playing it. And
When
I-
we played it at the album launch and everybody came up for
Yep,
it.
I remember.
When we had Estelle come up
Yeah.
and the singers from Screaming Eagle
Yep.
and One More Weekend come up and we
Yep.
all sung together. Plus we had Champs on the piano again
Yeah.
and everything just went off during
It was
that song.
awesome.
Yeah.
It was
And the
seriously
crowd
good.
went mental and I wish we had it recorded. Unfortunately, we were recording through the, what are they called, One Live or whatever it is that
Yeah.
records
Oh,
the gigs at
yeah.
the Evelyn.
Okay.
And
Oh, yeah.
because everything had run late on the night, it actually
Shut
cuts
off.
just before we started
bugger.
playing.
Oh, wow.
we should
But
have
there
it on
are
video
videos
somewhere,
of
yeah.
it. I've seen videos of it around.
Do we have it on the Do we have videos of it? Like on because we recorded.
I
it
don't think
live.
we've posted them, but I've been showing them. So there are videos of it floating around. We might have to try and
You
find
might
them.
have to put that on the fan page. I reckon
Maybe.
that'd be
Maybe
pretty
if
cool.
we find something, we will.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
But no, Better for me. Better is always a favourite because
Haha, you don't owe me. I don't know your beer now.
no, she'll buy you a beer, mate. No, I like playing Better because I think it's that connection with our demographic, you know, because they kind of, I don't know, maybe it's because of me a bit, but we have that kind of Screaming Jets connection as well.
Yeah.
And
And it's Aussie.
And it's Aussie,
And it's radio.
and it's heaps. It's,
originally, we said we were never going to cover anything that wasn't Australian. That was originally the plan was we're Australian, we want to cover Australian.
But we don't really either. Like a few, but
mostly still Aussie covers.
Mostly Aussie covers. Cool. And the thing is that like it's still being played in that, but. I like that. That's that kind of thing of like. Remember what Screaming Jess used to do? We're doing that now. You remember when you used to go see those bands? We're doing that now. So that way those people can come out. But it's still it's a fun one to do. Everyone knows it. Everyone yells it. And I think who was it? I can't remember. Someone gave us. I just heard your song on the radio, man.
As a friend of mine, they're playing your song on the radio, and I went, "Excuse me." He goes, "What's the one better?" And I was like, "Are you serious?"
Oh wow, that's a bit cute.
We were also all like 19 or 20.
That's a bit cute. Oh wow!
Oh, no, it was a bit later than that actually.
No, it wasn't.
So clearly your friend because the age demographic fits.
Yeah.
Here we go.
These emo kids.
All right.
Do you want a salt seat so you can?
No, we need you in between us.
Well, hang on.
On security. All right. My question was actually going to be, we've talked a little bit about some of the songs and where they've come from. My question was actually going to be, what's your favourite of your songs to play? Which one just either inspires you or excites you or everything?
Where's my
by all of our music.
Where's
your drink?
That's my favourite.
Nice.
That's my favourite to play live. I love it. It was so funny. It kind of took me a while to get the rhythm of the song.
Yep.
And then once I got it, Dan kind of looked over at me and said, "It's fun, isn't it?" I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
It is a fun song. It's a real
No, but even just to play it, to sing it, to like,
it's fun.
It's got a good vibe to it. I really like it.
Yeah, cool.
It kind of suits our vibe the most because we've always been about having fun, especially on stage. We don't want to be the band that gets up there and looks cool and stares down at their feet the whole time. We want to have fun. We want everybody involved.
Yeah. While still looking cool.
Yeah. Where's my drink literally forces us to do that because the crowd is involved. We're either pouring grog down their drink, we're getting haze or shouting out the chorus and stuff like that. We're just beat off both or something.
Is that your favourite to play too?
It's up there. That's one of my favourites to play. I like playing my song. I don't get to do it very often, but I like playing Bottom of My Bottle.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And actually, one of my favourite songs to play still would be No Turning Back.
Nice.
Yeah, it's always...
That goes off.
I love
that does
song.
go
and
off.
everybody gets into it.
Yeah.
It's a good closer to it.
It's a great closer.
Yeah. Well, on that, just to interject a little bit, is there a cover from an Australian band that you'd like to add?
Ooh.
To your
I've been trying to do The Right Time by the Hoodoo Gurus.
Okay.
For a while, I reckon we do well.
I don't mind a bit of like hoodoo psychedelic kind of rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else?
Oh, look, it's one of those things we always talk about, doing covers and everything like that. And the conversation usually goes nowhere because it turns into an argument.
Yeah.
We're known to the fact that we yell at each other all the time.
Yeah.
But, shut up! Yeah. But
sorry, just the Tourette's coming out.
So it's also,
and also, you got that word right.
Yeah. It's got
fecundity.
Hey, she's
but yeah,
twice a day. You wait.
I don't know. I think the with us when we talk about covers, there's so many options and and it's always like, why would we do this? Why can't we do this? And in the end, we're getting to a stage now where we've got 20 odd originals that we've recorded and released. Like, we're getting to a stage where we're running out of time to play covers, and playing covers might be a specialty or an encore or something like that. But, it's
and I think it depends on the gig as well. Like, if we do something that's like, say with Stay Gold the other night with Jordan's gig. He's a big Kiss fan, and like the people that were going there, that was like
it was marketed
Globe Alley, not Stay Gold, sorry, Globe Alley, and it was kind of marketed that way with that whole hair metal thing. It was like, well, we have to play Love Gun, so we did that, And it worked well. Ash from Atomic Right jumped up on stage
and just started wailing.
Yeah, after he came out with a platter of shots for us. And,
nice.
So
someone from Atomic Right runs the bar.
Yeah.
You know it's going to be a good night. It was fun, but it just depends on what we're doing really. Sometimes Better's always a good one for us because. People know it, and it's a fun song to sing along to. But I think we're getting to the point now where it's kind of like, I think we just rather. You tired, mate? Am I boring you?
No, actually relaxed enough now to go. Okay, I'll check this out.
He's admiring the hair.
He's still not sure. He's like,
he's not certain, but he eventually starts to work up to it.
But yeah, so one we do, I don't know. Yeah, probably Hoodoo Gurus. Right time would be
a cool one.
Be an awesome one to do. Yeah.
I reckon we should spin another track.
Yeah, go for it.
What do you want, boys?
What was another one on the list? Oh, how about something Aussie?
Yeah.
How about we go Massive?
Let's go Massive.
Nice.
Massive, long time coming.
Yeah, long time coming. Let's
One of the
play
new
that
ones.
one.
Hello, it's Nikki666 and I am on location with our fabulous sponsors at Alt Cult. This is
Steffi.
and this is
Matt.
and we're here to announce the winner of the Battle Jacket competition. So lock in, load up, here we go. I'm going to assume that it's not me.
What is that?
Did I win?
Just leave the room right now.
Okay, so this will be the second time I've been kicked out of Alt Cult today because Matt kicked me out earlier, but no one needs to know that. So let's talk about this amazing Battle Jacket competition. What have we got going on, guys? Tell us a little bit about this.
Okay, so what we did, working here, we get to see some amazing battle jackets come through the store.
Better
all the
than
time.
that?
Yeah. Sorry, hon.
It's okay.
Yeah. And so we do, and we really want to just encourage people to do that. And we've got a particular guy who's also part of the sponsor as well, and he actually he builds battle jackets, so you can come in, bring in your jacket, and
Hang on a minute. Are you telling me there's hope for this yet?
yeah, you can bring in a whole bunch of patches. We could send it off to him.
Could I buy
He
some
could
of your
customise
amazing
it for
patches?
you. You can.
You can,
Back
totally.
patches, and we've also got a whole heap of little patches.
Should
over
I get
there.
a tool on
and
that?
a new shipment coming in
You
next
definitely
week.
should get to
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah, some tool ones.
All right, so we put the word out far and wide, and the response was actually fucking incredible.
It was
So thank you so
really
much.
good.
I actually had the pleasure of going through a lot of these jackets. There's so many amazing backstories with these jackets. There's so much passion. There's so much talent. So should we talk about who got to the pointy end of the stick?
Oh yeah, so there was 3 prizes, and the prizes were pretty cool. Yeah, so the first prize was double pass to see Dark Angel.
Dark Angel, bitches!
Yes, I know. I wanted to win.
Hang on, how do I not win with my non-existent jacket?
There was no Dark Angel patch.
Ah, that's where I fucked up.
Come on. And they get a drinking horn. They also get beanie. 5 patches of their choice, obviously what's in stock. And
Don't
also
hand them to me, I need them.
5 button badges. Yes, she does. She really does. And that was the first prize. And then, and we had somebody just totally clean the floor with that one.
Oh, we might save that till last.
Yeah.
We're going to build some suspense here, people.
And the second one, second prize was a back patch of your choice. So you could get one of the amazing back patches. Also a small patch. Yeah. And a beanie.
Size matters, people.
And a beanie and 5 button badges as well.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. And
Was there a third prize?
yes, there was. So the third prize is
Stop with the generosity. I can't deal with it.
so you get your choice of either a flag or a poster. And you'd
Kick
also,
baiting, bitches.
and also 5 button badges.
All right.
Yeah.
So before we cut to the winners, let's talk about the special mentions because there's some really great stories with the entries. And thank you to everyone that entered. Amazing stuff. But we're going to call out a few special worthy mentions because they were seriously rad.
Yeah. Was there anybody that you kind of liked?
I love the father and son, man.
Oh, yeah, they're cute. Sean and his son.
Sean, you're amazing and you're bringing up your kid right. It's all
Yes,
about correct
well-trained.
parenting. So thank you so much.
I love the fact that there wasn't just human battle jacket entries. There was also an animal battle jacket entry.
Oh, the dogs!
The dog battle jacket, pretty cool in my
Special
book.
mention
Pretty
to the
cool.
dog because that papa is just divine.
Yeah, so that was Dobby and Beryl,
There
I
was,
think.
hang
Dobby
on,
and Beryl. And
there was 2 puppies that share the jacket, if I remember
Yeah,
correctly.
yeah.
So sharing is caring, people. Nice. Special mention to you. You're awesome. Anyone else take your fancy?
I kind of really like Kitty Ferrand's boyfriend's jacket. That was the level one.
Yes!
It had a studded pentagram and the seams glowed in the dark.
Kitty, that was sensational. I don't know why your BF doesn't have Facebook, but who cares because he's got you. And it was on a leather jacket. It wasn't vinyl or denim. It was leather. It was magnificent.
Yeah, and I think like there was 2 others which were really kind of amazing. There was an Aussie metal battle jacket.
Yes.
And that was incredible, like going local team. That was really good. And another guy had been collecting patches for 35 years.
Oh, yes. I
All
saw that
original
one.
patches, incredible. That was Mark's, and it was just...
Horns up to
pretty
Mark.
phenomenal.
Seriously. Amazing.
Been
So-
through the ages.
Shall we do a drum roll for third?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Third prize goes to...
Goes to Carl French.
Yeah. And Carl, he had a Corpiclani backpack.
Yeah, Corpiclani. Yep.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
I'll just get my coffee mug.
Yes.
Corpicani. So, well done to you, sir. And does he win a prize?
He does. So he wins the poster or the flag and the button
And 5
badges.
button badges, yeah.
Well done to you. That's a Maze Fest. Second.
Second is James Douglas.
Hey, James!
Right.
2 horns up.
Yeah.
Also a Corpiclani.
Yes.
Oh, hang on. Allow me to get my product placement happening.
So
Thanks to Alt Cult, by the way.
you're welcome. You're welcome.
So
Where's your
tell us
t-shirt?
Actually, I have bought from here. I love your t-shirts. Andrew made me wear this. I'm under duress.
We forgive you.
That's all right. We love the hard rock show.
Tell us about his jacket.
So his was pretty epic. He 57 patches, had been to like 12 festivals.
Yes!
The inside of the collar had like wristbands around it.
That is awesome.
And he could carry 6 stubbies.
I bet that smells fucking
Hey.
fantastic. I love the alcohol containment section. I need that in my jacket. Can you hook me up?
Yeah.
Dude,
like,
you need to hook me up.
yeah.
Well done, man. That's sensational.
Awesome stuff.
So that leaves one.
One.
There can be only one.
The winner.
The winner is... Dun, 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 dun.
So Nikita Boozy.
Nikita!
You rock.
I have to admit, I have seen this girl at gigs and she is holy shit balls. She is passionate.
Yeah.
Absolute champion, Nikita. Well done to you, man.
Well
That's
done,
what we
hon.
love, is the passion. It brings it all together. It's
I
awesome.
Talk about
Actually-
Nikki's jacket.
She sent it with a photo of Santa Claus.
I'm just going to grab Matt's mug. That's Santa Claus shitting in a chimney, as
Yep.
you do. Nikita, seriously well done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she gets a double pass to Dark Angel.
Dark Angel!
Yeah,
bitches!
next week. Woo!
Yay, well done, Nikita. What else does she get?
She gets
Fame.
a drinking horn.
Yeah, she
Gets
gets
a drinking
horn.
She gets a choice of a large patch
Oh, wow.
and a small patch and a beanie
Help me,
Any other choice?
Nikita. You're already sorted. Help me.
and a choice of button badges.
Oh, well done. That's amazing. What a great prize.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yay.
I'm kind of jealous, really.
If only you knew someone that knew someone.
Hmm.
And we do have to thank also Hardline Media, who actually came along with the tickets.
Thank you so much.
Hardline meter.
Yeah, great crew, guys. You guys are awesome. And, of course, the customizer who's doing all the beanies and stuff. And he does customise jackets, so you can bring in your own jacket. So if your granny's sick of sewing it, bring it in. We can lay it out, and we can let you know.
I need a
what
little
we
bit of
can do.
customizer action. Get me some action. Well done to all our winners. And thank you to everyone that actually sent in their battle jackets and their stories. We had dogs. We had people that have been overseas. We had some amazing stuff. Fathers and sons. Really, really amazing response. So thank you so much.
Yeah, we'd like to thank the Hard Rock Show for allowing us to come along for the ride.
Thanks for filming me, Andrew.
Yes, definite mentions to the customizer and
Hardline Media.
Hardline Media, and yes, everyone who
And
participated.
everybody who answered, we were
Yes,
blown
you,
away.
you,
Blown away.
and you.
So we're going to do it again next year too.
Yay! Woo!
August next year, we'll do it again.
Yes, definitely.
Challenge
This is
on.
an institution.
We're out. See ya.
Bye.
Hi, welcome back to the Hard Rock Show.
Thank you. Because Someone had to do
Someone has to do it.
Now that we've done the welcome back, where are we going next, Nikki?
Well, let's talk about that. So we've all talked about how these guys are going to Europe, which is Amaze Fest. We are so proud of you. I'm proud.
Thank you.
I think it's amazing. What happens when you get back? What's next in store for you guys? What can you tell us about?
I know we may eat Dave there.
Depending on how the
how's your budget going to go?
If you can't give us enough money to eat,
he will
lose
last
another basis.
the whole tour. There's plenty of him.
Yeah, but that's it. But he won't make it back though.
No, that's okay.
It's like that whole thing of bringing food back from
Depends
Europe.
on how much you can make a ration a leg out.
Yeah, well, that's it.
But see, there's not that much of him though. So
yeah, not a lot of meat in the bone.
No.
Well, no. When we get back,
Good for broth.
Stock.
When we get back, you
flop.
We'll do some more Aussie shows. Hopefully, be able to do some supports and stuff around Australia with some bigger touring acts. It'd be nice. Some headline stuff of our own, and then probably look at another.
We're definitely planning
video and another tour, and then start looking at Europe again. Or
we're definitely planning stuff out now. And what's happening and what's going to happen next year. It's all planning stages now.
Because you toured the heck out for No Chaser. You went all around Australia. Like
that was
just
pretty. That was a gig guide every week for all. And
then there was No Chaser, and then there was
I kept on watching it. It's just like, there we go.
By the way, they're still going.
They're still going.
They're broken down somewhere.
Adelaide.
They ate another bass player.
But you really did tour a lot then. So you're going overseas and you're coming back. And did I hear that there's another tour when you come back? Maybe?
Yeah. Hopefully we'll do a few dates when we get back, just to get back into Australia.
There'll be a welcome back show. Around the Australia Day weekend kind of thing.
And then probably half a dozen or so.
And then after that,
in the usual cities and maybe a few extra places depending on what stars align.
Yeah, that's right. So make sure you come out and support us from whatever city you're from. Whether you're from Adelaide, Tassie, Sydney.
And I was going to say, that's what I love about you. You went to the Loft when it was in Warrnambool. You go to Canberra. You do Tassie. Yep. Like, you do the region. Albury, you guys have done Albury a few times.
Yeah, and not enough people go to Tassie just as one. You can go down to Tassie and you can line up 3 shows.
Yeah.
In Hobart, Launceston and Devonport. And there's some amazing bands, and they're one of the bands that we've become really close friends with down there called Jax And The Wayward, who are phenomenal musicians. And others like Tired Light and Dream Sister and Baby Dave. And God, we've played with so many amazing musicians down there on the 3 times that we've been down, and we're going to keep going.
Yeah, cool.
Even, a lot of people say, it costs too much, but no, if you plan... leave it till the last minute to book the boat.
Yeah.
And, you figure out what works in what towns, and depending on the style of music you play, there's a bunch of people down there that are really hungry for live music, and there's a lot of venues that are accommodated. It's one of the only places in Australia that we've played where you usually can get free or really cheap accommodation at the venues that you play at. So as opposed to having to
genuinely old school.
And look, in Europe, it sounds like that's the case for a lot of the shows they're doing. But Australia-wise, you go to Sydney, get an Airbnb. Canberra, Airbnb. Whereas in Hobart and Launceston, we've stayed at the venues.
Oh, that's so cool.
In Devonport, the last show we did at Pub Rock Diner, they actually lined us up. They own an Airbnb.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
On the water.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's probably the best accommodation that we have had at a gig. And with the exception of when we let Diamond book the room for when we played Karabi in Sydney, we stayed 14 floors over this massive apartment that cost us more money than we made from the whole tour. It's the only place we can get. It was 40 minutes from the venue.
And this is the guy that works in a bank.
Diamond is not allowed to book our accommodation anymore. The room was amazing, but we didn't eat. We were there for 4 hours.
Yeah, that's right.
By the time we got back from the gig and everything like that,
that's
we slept. We got up at 5 to leave to drive back to Melbourne because we had to play St Kilda that night, and we went straight to the venue.
Yeah.
Wow.
But regardless, the place in Tassie was amazing. It fit us and Jax And The Wayward. We all crashed there after the gig and had a blast. So going to Tassie, if you can talk to the right people, and you don't walk in like, who's booking my tour for me?
Yeah.
And you're willing to put in...
Don't walk in like you're a wanker.
There are people down there that'll look after you. And, the first time we went there, no, we didn't play to everybody. Second time we went there, we did all right. The third time we went, we did better. Yeah. And, now we've learnt what works for us in terms of touring Tassie. Every state, every city... has a live scene that works different. So learning how they all operate gives you the best opportunity to maximise touring in Australia, and you can do it. You're not going to make millions touring in Australia. But if
It's
you want,
turning
we're
out.
never going to be the band that goes, well, no, we tour Europe now, we're not going to bother.
Yeah, no,
playing
yeah,
Australia.
absolutely not.
We tour Australia, we play all these gigs in regional places and other major cities now because we really like it.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I'd rather much be like known as hometown heroes rather than, you know, making a big overseas and then not
never
coming
playing
back.
it.
You know, like
I love playing, you know, in Hobart. I love playing at Frankie's in Sydney, and I love playing in Edinburgh and Adelaide, and we have a lot of fun.
And sometimes we know we're not going to be we're not even making any money back if we don't sell a certain amount of merch, whatever. Yeah. But we do it because we want to go. Well, like, we actually enjoy going to certain places. Like, so let's just go here and like because we've got to go do that gig and that gig, so we'll go here.
Awesome.
And you know, and just
and the fans
see
appreciate
some friends.
it.
Yeah.
Newcastle.
Yeah.
Every other week, someone messages the band page going, "When are you coming back to Newcastle?"
Oh,
we played Newcastle with Kid on a Leash and Massive.
Yeah.
Wow.
On Massive's tour, and with the Stag and Hunter or whatever the pub was called, went off.
Yeah.
It was packed out, and we had an absolute blast. But
the Screaming Jets from Newcastle?
Yep. Yeah, some of the roadies from the Screaming Jets actually rocked up.
Yeah,
serious?
Because I looked at one of them and I was like, oh, I remember him. And then he came up, he was like,
or a bad one?
He looked at me and he was like, you. I was like, he goes, which gig? And I told him, he's like, yes. And after that, we're lucky because we didn't kind of click that they were from Newcastle. We were going to play better.
Oh,
And then when I saw the rodeo, I was like, they're from Newcastle. That was we're not playing better. Mm-hmm. We'll get torn apart, even if it's the best cover the song's ever been done. We're not playing it here.
Sacred ground there.
No, and I said to the rodeo afterwards, I was like, hey, we're going to play better. He's like, no. I was like, yeah, no, I had a feeling that was the case. We'll definitely have to go back to Newcastle.
Yeah, you know, it was great because we hadn't been there before. And
the reception was huge.
The reception was
cool.
and like, and they're not the people there. It was really weird. They kind of just looked like, you know, just those normal kind of everyday when they go to a pub and wear like you're going out shirt and your shoes and all that. They didn't look like us basically. Like we used to every other gig.
Covered in leather, yeah,
pretty much.
But they acted like us though.
Oh yeah,
Once they were right in. It's just like fuck yeah.
Bought drinks, bought merch, got right.
Yeah, heaps of merch.
Even last time we went to Frankie's, we played Frankie's 5 times now, and we love playing Frankie's. But when we played there last time, we headlined on a Saturday night, and the headliner slot's a little bit early on a Saturday because they want to get the DJs going, and that's what the punters are there for. And so, I mean, our set probably started at 10 to 10.
Yeah.
We played for about 40, 45 minutes.
Oh, wow.
But the room was packed.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And afterwards, everybody was buying us drinks, and it was awesome.
That
really,
sounds
really
amazing.
Cool.
Sharing slices and
the pizza there is so good.
Now, you mentioned a band from Tasmania, Jax And The Wayward Sons?
Yep, Jax And The Wayward. Wayward Sons.
Jackson.
Oh, I lost it. Say it.
Jax And The Wayward
Sons.
That's what I meant. I think we need to hear more of them. Have you got a song for them that we can play?
They released a clip recently for a song called Chunky.
Okay, cool.
It's awesome.
It's about time.
No.
Back for another question with these guys, and I'm not too sure how far we cover this, but No Chaser isn't that old. It's not that long in the tooth as far as releasing an album goes, but it's always important, I think, for bands to continuously be writing and growing and stuff. So you've had like we talked earlier about all these songs you've had sitting there since 2011, 2010, and all that sort of stuff, and progressively work through. What have you got sitting in your hands now that either hasn't even made it live or might be being played live, but it's not on any of your releases yet? How many sort of new songs have you got in the bank as we speak?
Well, at the moment we're not playing anything new at the moment because we're solely concentrating on this. But we have been as individuals at least been writing, and there has been songs that never made it to the album.
There's a couple of ideas that kind of got cut halfway through because they weren't quite working the way we wanted them to.
And they didn't flow,
and a couple of songs that were in early stages when it came time to do the album that didn't make it. One song originally was going to be the acoustic thing that I sung, and we kind of turned around and said, actually, this could be a lot bigger and there could be a lot more in it. So I wrote Bottom of My Bottle very quickly.
That was basically Bottom of My Bottle. It was that was almost an enigma in itself too.
That came out of nowhere.
Because I was I said basically I was like, look, Dan, you need to sing a song on this album.
Yeah, but when when did this conversation happen?
But right before we're going to record.
At the end of the pre-production. So we've done a whole... we'd had conversations for years about he wanted me to sing some more, and we talked about sharing some vocals and stuff like that.
Because the harmonies work really well.
Yeah.
I think the harmonies are a big thing
Yeah.
for our sound. But we're at the end of... We were at GM, and Ricky was there, and Ricky Ray had just listened to all the songs and gone, this works really well, that works really well, maybe try this song needs a bit more work. Yeah. And we had dates. We had the original dates to record lined up. And as we were packing up and stuff like that, Ricky's gone. Danny's kind of started the conversation. Like, look, I'd really like... No, sorry. It wasn't you, it was Dave. Dave turned around and said, we need another song on this album.
Yeah.
We all went, what? And he goes, no, but you need like that song, it's like this, a bit like that, this kind of
something that the girls would like.
Something the girls would really like. I'm like,
God damn it, and I love that song.
Yeah, and he said, I said, well, we've got a long way home. He goes, no, but I'm thinking something like, like This Bitch Bites. I was like, not really a song for the chicks, is it? And he's like, well, no, it's in because, it's about like, that strong woman. I was like, okay, cool. And then he was like, oh, maybe dance and sing, do like an acoustic. And then they just took off. Yeah. And I'm sitting there going, oh, yeah. Okay.
Basically, I've gone, right, just, get Dan to do a song. Let's do it acoustically because that's something we haven't got on this. And also, I wanted Dan to sing the song to show the strength of the band. He's not just a drummer. Like, he plays guitar on the album and he's singing something on the album.
I play guitar on the song.
On the song, he plays guitar and everything. And it actually, like drums, the drums are... whatever the shakes and that's all him, but he plays the guitar on the song as well, plays it live, and I wanted to show the strength of the band, not just like So
and I had most of the riffs, most of the song guitar wise had been ideas that I'd had for a long time, but I only really had the chorus, and not even in its kind of final form. Like I had most of my idea of it, and I went away on a work trip to Swan Hill for 4 nights or something. And had nothing else to do. and had my guitar and just started coming out with lyrics and stuff. And then I came back, and a couple of the guys were a bit shaky on it. And we're like, we're not really sure how this is going to come out. Is this the kind of thing, do we want an acoustic song in our first like rock album, that kind of thing? Which is understandable. And
There's a good point of difference for mine.
And I wasn't at a stage where I could sing it and play at the same time. Playing guitar and singing like melody, I have to work on.
But even that song too, it's a bit choppy that way. Yeah. So
and so I plugged in my phone into the AUX where we practice, into the PA, and then I played the song that I'd recorded and I sung it, and at the end I looked and they all went, that's it. Yeah. And even the guys were shaky, were like, nah, that came out pretty good. And so live it's kind of tricky to actually find time in the set to swap the guitars over them, especially when we're doing 45-minute sets and stuff like that. But we do acoustic gigs every once in a while. We played it at the album launch, we played it at one of my favourite gigs we've ever done, at the reopening of the Dog on the Tucker Box.
Nice, yes.
I got to play that.
How have we not talked about the Dog
on
the
the
Tucker Box yet?
That's the extra question we needed.
Yeah, but
Yeah, so yeah,
I'm not sure where this was going.
Basically turned around and Dan said, I need to do that. Came out with that, and everyone was just like, and I was just like, I fucking knew it. I knew this is how. Because sometimes you get a feeling on what's going to work, and you get it. Like I knew Dan could do it. You know what I mean? I was just like, no, we need to do this, and the guys were shaking. I'm like, no, we're doing it. Like, as in. Trust me on this one.
And added the right element to the album as well, I think.
Definitely. I love that it was because I love hearing you sing. You can actually sing. Like
you actually like his songs.
I'm a typical girl. It got me. But one of the things I'd observed before, I was going to make the comment that you're a bit of a triple threat. Well, and then some. You can sing, you can play guitar, you can do drums,
and you can dance.
Oh,
no, we can't.
You're going to bust some moves.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
I ask myself that every week.
And you obviously can play 6-string, 4-string, sing. Like you're pretty versatile.
That's the thing though. I think once you get a handle on one instrument, you can probably get your head around a few of them. It's just all about...
I think it helps the writing too, that we all understand how the other parts are supposed to work and what can be played and what can work. Like the fact that we can, a few of us can sing and we can write lyrics and we don't just write melodies and we go, why can't you sing this? Because you're not giving me enough time to breathe.
Yeah. We had that conversation, guys, please either slow the song down or let's write a new melody. And
that all happens and that's all part of us growing. But the fact that most of us are multi-instrumentalists gives us a better understanding of each other's instrument, and that helps with the writing.
And you improve each other as well.
Yeah,
like, you know, you like, say whether it's with Dave or Dinah, it'll be like, oh, why don't you try playing it this way? And Ben will go to Dinah and go, try doing this, right? And everyone helps each other out and makes each other better musicians. You know?
But in terms of new songs, there's some sitting in the wings, and there's sets of lyrics, or there's half a set of lyrics, or there's a couple of riffs, and when we come together, we're probably honestly at the same stage now that we were when we started coming in to write the album.
Yeah, cool.
Originally, we've got riffs, we've got lyrics, we've got ideas, we've just got to flesh them out.
Yeah, we got to go away. Oh, that's how we do it. We'll go away.
Nick off for 3 nights and down the Great Ocean Road somewhere where we don't have phone reception and just write and drink and have fun and
well, it's more about drinking and having fun.
No, but we do put a lot of effort. We all sit down with our beer and behind our instruments and start coming up with ideas. And when we're writing, like, I'll have the kit in front of me, but I'll have my lyric book here and an acoustic guitar behind me. And we'll just be bouncing ideas off each other. And that's how Long Way Home happened, and that's how a few of the songs that were written collectively. Quite a few of them were written that way, Kings and Queens. And there was very few songs that came as one person saying, I've got 99% of an idea.
Cool.
Even Kings and Queens, I know that original riff was written there.
It was we were hungover as shit. We were
Doesn't sound like
two of the guys were still asleep.
Yeah.
Danny was on the couch, a shell of his former self, and I was actually, and he just had an acoustic, and he just kind of started playing that first part of the riff, and I was like, hang on, that's something. And we toyed with it a bit. We recorded it on the phone and just went, all right, we all went back to sleep.
Yeah. And then Dinah kind of came in and was gone, oh yeah, well, what if you do this? And pretty much wrote the tail of that riff, and and that's and
then we had a verse thing originally, and then we turned around and wrote something different for the verses, and
cool.
That's how it works.
All right.
Very nice.
Well, to close off that segment, you got a song for us. So which one do you want to go with next?
Why don't we go with Echo del Tusker?
Yeah, Echo. Let's get.
So they played our album launch. Yep. We love them, and the song was called
Nikki.
I don't remember which one you chose.
Gold and the Silver.
That's the one. Oh my God. No, wait. We need to redo that.
We said Echo del Tusker.
Oh my God. Fix
That's
my
live.
Gold and the Silver. I didn't know which one.
Okay. So this next one's from Echo del Tusker.
It's called Gold and the Silver.
Nice.
Enjoy.
Alright, we are back again with the boys from Ablaze. Hope you're all enjoying this episode here. Now, something we haven't talked about yet, which we should talk about, being that it's quintessentially Australian, is the dog on the Tucker box up in Gundagai. And you guys were devastated when...
heartbroken.
Yeah. So, talk us through... Okay, if people don't know, the dog on the Tucker box is an iconic Australian thing, and it got vandalised, tipped off its perch, and had some damage done to it. And
I had to go to Dan's house and console him.
But these guys get a photo every time you drive up. There is a classic Ablaze photo.
There's photos of us with the dogs there too. Like it's a place you have to go in Australia.
It's halfway up the Hume Highway, so basically it is right where you run out of petrol. But it's also you're halfway to Sydney. You stop, you have a bite. There's the big restaurant sitting there, and they've now revamped. The whole thing behind the actual statue is now all a cafe. There's a long shop next to it. That's all. Last time we went up there, that wasn't there.
No, it's growing actually pretty quick.
We always stopped there for a photo, and years ago, I saw a comedy skit. It was just Paul McDermott talking about it on Good News Week or whatever. Just going, the dog on the Tucker box! It's the dog on the Tucker box! Have you heard of the dog? And he got really excited. And I was like, what? And when we went there, I read the plaque and what it's about.
Yes.
And the fact that it's just like, here's this guy running with his bullocks, doing this. One of them breaks the cart that it's bringing, gets bogged, whatever happens, he stuffs up, he goes, I've had a bad day, he goes to have his lunch, and his dog's taking a dump on his Tucker box. And I was like, this guy's had a bad day, something funny happened, all his mates laughed at him, someone wrote a poem, let's erect a statue to this guy's shit
This
luck
is Australia.
halfway between the two largest cities in the country. Like, that is so Australian. This is so, it's ridiculous, but in the best possible way. And we always take photos with, and originally the guys were just like, are we seriously stopping at this thing again? I was like,
you know we band fucking stickers are in that area too?
Yeah, there are. We see them all the time.
It's
in Males'
crazy.
Lake stickers usually right below our. One More Weekend have taken to putting their sticker next to it everywhere and sending us photos saying, hey, we found another one. Because Ben and Dinan are our sticker team. When we walk into venues, you see them going, from the merch box and like, this place is about to get lit up.
Yeah.
And people find them. The dog, I get sent pictures from friends of mine. People on holiday driving to Sydney or whatever, just go, hey, I just saw your sticker. Where? The dog? Yeah, they're at the dog.
Yeah.
But what happened is we made a post about, because for some reason it took off a little bit for us. We posted our photos, people were like, oh my God, they're there again.
Yeah.
You guys are ridiculous. What are you doing now? But probably, we weren't just going, we were always doing silly things.
Yeah.
And every time we'd post, it'd get more and more of a reception, and we answer a lot of our comments and stuff too. So it'd build, and so people were like, "What is with the dog on the Tusker box?" And it got to a stage where I kind of had to turn around and say, "Look, guy, this has gone a lot further than I'd initially anticipated, but bugger it, it's working. It's fun.
It is fun."
When it happened, we posted the photo, and I was quite unreserved. Which I think I said something along the lines of, I hope they find the fuckers and string them up by the ears.
Yeah.
And it was all, legally it all got resolved quite quickly. They got it very fast because someone took a photo of it happening.
Yeah. But what is wrong with you as a person to begin with?
Yeah, it was just a silly thing to do. And we made that post and it went gangbusters for us. And so a friend of mine actually said, hey, why don't you contact them and see if you can raise some money or do a thing. Yeah. And I got in contact. I emailed the people at the dog who don't think they answered their email. Yeah. And I emailed the Cootamundra Gundagai Shire Council and said, hey, is something happening? We'd like to chip in. We'd like to help in any way. We'll promote stuff if you need us to. And they said, actually, we're playing a welcome back. We're doing a welcome back festival thing. Come and hang out and come and play a gig with us.
Okay, cool.
And we're like, it'd be very hard for us to bring our entire... So they had a little stage set up. It wasn't anything grand. A little PA, and we just went, we'll just go do it acoustic. And we did a couple of covers because, I said to them, like, we don't have a strong fan base in Gundagai. And she said, the woman running it said to me, that's fine, hopefully you will after you leave. And I was like, well, see, now
that's nice. Yeah, and that's good.
We went, we did the show, we met the people there. When people were like, oh, they're the band, this is the band that came from Melbourne.
No, it was more like, that's the band.
Yeah. Dressed like this. And that's not quite the dress code in Gundagai.
We still had our hats on, mate.
Yeah, and we played after Lazy Harry, who got up and did all the Australia. Originally they said, do you know any Australiana? And I was like what? And they were like, oh, could you play the Road to Gundagai? Could you do Waltzing Matilda? I'm like, look, we could do You Shook Me All Night Long. And she said, actually, no, do that kind of stuff. Okay. And they got another guy to do all the Australian classics as well, which was nice. Yeah. And then we came on and did our thing afterwards. But, we're walking around talking to the vendors and people were like, oh, I got to try Gundagai, a dog on the Tucker Box Lager. Tucker Box Lager it was called.
That's
Hoppy
nice.
Lager, it was delicious.
That's good.
And afterwards they were like, here, take a 6-pack. We brought them home with us.
They gave us heaps of swag.
Yeah.
But the people there, because it was a charity thing, we didn't expect payment. They gave us some hats. I got a little bit, the little yellow signs for the back of the car. Yeah. With the Tucker Box, it's in the back of the car.
We bought some hot sauce.
The best part. So next to where we played, basically, was Crowley's Hot Sauce.
Oh,
okay, cool.
And Crowley is the best dude. And we're talking about the hot sauces and stuff. And, of course, it's going up in heat. And we're looking at all the... They got a nice, garlic sauce and some barbecue sauce. And then you get to the hot sauces. And then finally, at the end, this little tub. I think it was called Hallucinator.
Oh, hello.
Okay.
And I'm going through, I'm like, what's the barbecue sauce? He goes, out of 10? I said, yeah. He goes, 12. I said, okay. I said, what's the hallucinator? He said, legally unrateable.
Yeah.
And I went, yeah, I'm going to try that. and then,
before or after you played?
Before. Here's the problem. Because what happened was I've tried hot sauces, but me and Ben are really into spicy food. We're really into hot sauces and stuff like that. And I knew roughly what I was in for. I tried the Reaper paste and stuff at the hot sauce stores at the Melbourne show and stuff. And so I got the little toothpick and I dipped it in about these little squares of flatbread.
He says toothpick and dipped it in, but it's kind of more like a scoop.
No. I really didn't go crazy with it. But enough. And I popped it in and the taste was amazing. It tasted so good. And then it starts coming on. I was like, okay, and I grab my beer and I was like, and it goes away. And then it comes back. Yeah. Another beer. Comes back, I was like, and he goes, yeah, you're in for about a 10-minute ride there. I was like, all right. And so I ran past, I found a place that was selling local yogurt. I was like, yeah, I'm going to try this one. I might try this one too.
Got stuck into the cheeses.
He disappeared after about 10 minutes. He wasn't wrong. As we're getting ready to play, I'm warming up and I go, and dislodged some. and got to go on the whole roller coaster again.
Because the first time just wasn't
As
enough.
we're loading up to go on stage, I'm like, and now warmed up, clear. We get off stage, and he comes up and he brings us 3 things of hot sauce. Like, here, you guys distribute them however you want. I want you guys to have some. And we posted them on our social, and he shared our stuff. That's how it works.
Yep.
Then I took home the barbecue sauce, which is, I think, about an 8 out, and it's delicious, and I put it on everything.
Yeah.
But what I said, hey, so when I was clearing my throat, turns out something was in there, and I get to experience the whole phenomenon again. He goes, yeah, it happens. He goes, wasn't it? He goes, after you, this old bloke comes up, give me the hottest one. Oh, and I was like, okay, do you understand what you're in for? He goes, yeah, no, I know my hot sauces, I can handle it, blah, blah, blah. He goes, he put twice as much on as you did. And I said, what happened to him? He goes, did you see that guy on the ground out the front of the bathroom with the crowd of people around him? I said, yeah. He goes, him. And I was like, oh, and I said, you're a hot sauce mate. He goes, yeah. I said, you're proud of that. And he's like, yeah. He's like, that's a point of pride for us.
Wow, that's cool.
So he dropped this guy with this sauce.
We had it coming.
Well, he got cocky.
Sounds
That's
like he
what
had it
happened.
coming.
I learnt because I was cocky with that Reaper paste all those years ago. I only got knocked out at the Melbourne show, so I knew, and this was hotter than that.
Yeah.
Wow.
This wasn't even like a California Reaper. This was extracts that were mixed together. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna get killed. God, it was good.
All right.
Oh, shit.
So after the back of that, let's go to nearly this. So what's the next song you got for us?
The Darkness.
The Darkness.
Yeah,
So the
yeah.
last one. Well, I love the Darkness. And the last
If
one.
you ever get Dan to sing a Darkness song for you, in for a treat.
Oh, yeah!
So just when you see him at a pub or something with the,
This
a
is
pint
based
in
off
his hand.
nothing. He is full of shit.
With a pint in his hand, just get him to sing a Darkness song, and he'll do it from start to finish. He's like Cartman. He has to start the song.
What's the later rock and roll
Deserves to die. Yeah, it's fitting.
Oh, we're going to try and get some water. It's a bit sad when the audience is telling you to get this shit together. So thank you, Octavia. Here we go.
Yeah.
All right. So, guys, one last thing I do want to talk about before we wrap up. We need to talk about this possible campaign.
We do.
Yes.
This is exciting. We want to get these
Give us
boys to
money.
Europe. We want them to be successsul. They are representing our country, people.
Yeah, that's what we want to say. Him going like this, then him going, they're representing our country.
He's representing our country. And the dog on the tucker box. I mean, do I need to remind you what these guys mean to Australia? And it's a really amazing opportunity. We want them to have the absolute best.
Before or after hot sauce.
Yeah. So, no.
Make it a reward.
I'm bringing this back. I'm bringing it back.
So
We're talking about possible. You're not squirting
okay.
out of it.
Possible.
So possible campaign for a new hot sauce.
No. We're launching our possible campaign. It'll be already going by now, actually. Look, we're just looking for our mates and our fans and stuff to chip in a bit and help us cover. Touring is not cheap, and we don't live in a world now where record sales and record deals and labels.
Record companies don't give you money.
We are like
promote.
a lot of other bands now, completely self-funded, and we know that there's a certain onus on us. We're the ones doing it. We don't need to demand money out of everybody, but this is just a drop in the ocean of what we really are paying for this, and just help us with the incidentals. We're covering stuff like our PR and our flights and the visas and all that kind of stuff. Just stuff like the spare
So we don't
accommodation.
starve, basically.
Food.
Give them food.
Yeah,
not
basically.
hot sauce, actual food.
Food, things like the accommodation on the days that we're not playing gigs. Something in the larder for the incidentals if something goes wrong. To not be over there. And
we've got this. It is basically a drop in the ocean, and we're asking for help. It's not. We're not saying it's a possible campaign. What we want to do is we've got a list basically that you can all peruse when it comes out. Oh, it will be out by this point. So there's little prizes for your pledges. So if you donate certain amounts,
it's not all just donations.
No, we'll take donations and that too. But we want to work for what we earn as well. Like we're not trying to be.
We've looked through in our research. We looked through a lot of the former possible campaigns, Kickstarters, Patreons, all that kind of stuff. And looked at what people did and how it worked. And we have put together, I reckon, a longer list of pledge gifts than any of the other ones I've ever seen. some of the stuff that we're willing to do
Okay.
for money.
We haven't seen the list yet. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
But the thing is, it'll be online. So,
Yeah.
you know, we're giving away, like, just it stands like, I've got lots of my old snare skins and stuff that I to be signed, some of which are from pretty poignant moments in our history. One of the skins is from when we recorded No Turning Back. One is from when we recorded the album. One is from the Just a Taste tour. And then a whole bunch of standard ones as well because I hit really fucking hard.
Yeah.
There's a lot of broken cymbals.
Yeah.
Hey, are they real
over 10
signatures,
broken
Danny, or
syllables.
fake signatures?
Real signatures?
They'll be real signatures, not like yours.
But also stuff that we're going to do as well.
Yeah.
Like we'll be filming thank yous from the road, or we'll be there's an idea on there I think for us to be baking a cake for a certain amount of money, and we'll film the whole thing, and then whatever you want, someone will eat it, or we'll destroy it, or we'll drive it behind the car or something.
Yeah, look, there's going to be stuff like, you know, we'll come over and play a game of, you know, beer pong with you, or you know, or gigs. We'll do gigs. We'll do house parties for you, like full electric, or even just an acoustic one. You know,
there's a golden ticket to every headlining show we do in 2020.
Cool.
Yeah.
And we're just
That's awesome.
you know, downloads and
we're not after
tours.
We're not after a free ride. I mean, we do like to work for what we get, you know.
Definitely.
But yeah, like I said before, in saying that, if you want to make a donation just because, you know, you want to help us out, that's cool as well. But we are more than happy to do any of those things because, like I said, we want to work for it. We don't want something for nothing.
Yeah, we've got plenty of options for people to take stuff away from
Yeah.
it.
And be a
none of it
part of
helped
it,
us.
you know.
And I mean, if everybody chips in a little bit, we're going to go straight past what we need. And basically, we've got kind of increment goals as well. If we make an extra grand, it'll go to this. If we make an extra grand, it'll go to that. And then everything after that will basically go to the next album because we might come back with our pockets bare, but then we've got to start looking at what happens from there. And we don't want to disappear. We're going to keep doing stuff. And in the not too distant future, we need to start looking at album number 2, and it's and do the whole thing again.
Yep.
You know.
Well, it's also a chance for people to be part of your history.
Yeah,
it's the
that's
first
right.
international tour for you guys.
And there are like you know, the original bass head, the original banner, all that kind of thing. Signed guitars, there's stuff.
We'll give you the shirt off our backs.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, I mean,
just got
Where do I sign?
that was a drunken purchase, wasn't it?
I bought 2.
No, that wasn't a drunken
It was
purchase.
definitely a choose.
I got drunk at the video clip and said, I'll buy 2 and I'll cut the sleeves off one.
What do you mean, cut the sleeves off?
Yeah, exactly. I'm a drummer. We don't have sleeves.
I'm not a drummer and I don't have sleeves either. No, but come on, let's support these guys.
Please.
You've seen some of their music. You're going to see some more before this show is over. They're
$5
awesome
a day will
guys.
feed a mango.
Why do you keep saying to people that I'm the one that's eating the most food?
He eats us out of house and home.
Oh, rubbish. That's done.
You have the chance to
fat
send this
joke,
man
John.
overseas for a rip rockin' time. So let's help these guys out. They deserve it. They visit the regional towns.
Yes.
They do the gig for the Doug on the Tucker box. They're just awesome blokes. So let's help them on their way because they deserve it.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate all the help, and thank you guys. You know,
Definitely.
without you guys being there, like even for the past, you know, what's it been, 4 years? 5
We
years?
released The Hard Way at the end of 2014.
Wow.
Wow.
That's been nearly
You're
4
getting old,
years.
mate.
Yeah.
You're already there.
Here we go. It's not going to get old.
Oh shit!
Yeah, but yeah, thank you guys. Like it's been amazing. Without you, we can't do things like release an album and go tour all over the country, and now we're getting to explore the rest of the world. So yeah,
That's it.
Cool.
Amazing.
yeah.
Well, on that note, let's throw some of the music that you will be supporting indirectly because of this. So what's the song going to next?
This song holds a special place in my heart, boys.
Mm-hmm.
I first heard this song. We've talked about this gig, but you know what? We're going to talk about it again because it was that good.
I told you I love the Warbirds.
And I actually remember it. At this gig was
As opposed to any other gig you go to? Or?
I was pretty hammered that night, so the fact that I do remember
She,
it is impressive.
she didn't throw up on anyone's couch.
No, I did not.
Least of all mine.
True that. See, I spared your couch this time. But seriously, that night, these guys played a song called Long Way Home.
Yeah.
I had not ever heard it before. It was the first time you'd played it.
First
Yeah.
time we played it. Only played it twice before the album came out. We played it that night, and then 2 days later at the Under the Southern Stars Festival, and that's the only time we played it before the album actually came out.
And that was
Cool.
Yeah, that was amazing too.
Because we road tested all the songs at least once before the album came out, and then that one we knew when we wrote it, like we all kind of went, this is something pretty cool.
Yeah.
But we kind of captured something, and then when we got the response, and then from a few people, we went, this is going to be something.
Like Psycho Fan ran up to them after the gig, half cut. Oh my God, what was that song? I need more. Like, it just instantly grabbed me. It is an incredible song.
Thank you.
Is it 7-part harmony, isn't it?
Yeah.
5, I think.
5.
Yeah. That one moment, I think, is what it'd be Ben, Dave, you, and then 2 or 3 of me on top of that. So I think it's 5, maybe 6.
Wow, that's cool.
So you're going around the world. It is a long way home. So on that note, we are going to go out with Long Way Home by these guys. Enjoy.
Check it out.
Help yourself, mate.
Alright, we're back. It's time to wrap it up. So, as always, details are at the bottom of the screen, so make sure you're following us. Follow Ablaze as well. It's been an absolute pleasure. And as always, leave your thoughts on social media as to what you think of this format of the episode. We come in and have a band basically take over an episode. Yeah. Back again next week with a 2-hour special episode featuring Jimi Hendrix and Stevie Ray Vaughan. That'll be the dedicated special on those two, followed by a marathon on Channel 31. So stick around for that. But as always, it's time for our favourite part of the week where we go and put something in the bin. So here's the bin. Get it off your chest. What are you putting in the bin for us this week?
What I'm putting in the bin is right here. These fucking things.
Whoa! Jesus!
What needs to be in the bin now? Because you're fucking broken.
Nah, I got the trading case on it because my last one got broken by a crocodile.
That's a true story.
We are in Melbourne. Mm-hmm. We are in Mill Park.
Yes, we are. Now we've moved.
We have got the technology that we can fly what is essentially a remote-controlled car to Mars and make it drive around and pick up rocks and shit. Mm-hmm. But in Mill Park, I can't get full reception. My phone is currently shitting bricks trying to download whatever the fuck Facebook's decided I have to do now, and it won't load properly because apparently I'm in a low area.
Oh, what?
Fuck off.
I'm with Vodafone and I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm with Optus. Bullshit. Optus has got...
I told you this NBN was a bad idea.
I can drive... Man, you sound older than me. But no, I can be driving up the highway in the middle of nowhere and have perfectly decent reception and then be in a suburb, be in Mill Park or like the back of Greensboro or something, and my phone just goes, no.
That's it, you're
no
done.
Contact for you.
Denied.
Oh, fuck it. Kmart at Westfield. No.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Some of the shops between Westfield and Brand Junction, you walk in there and your phone just goes, nah.
No. What we do in the northern suburbs is we paint with lead.
Oh. No, I think it's just because there's so many of us walks here, everything's concrete.
But that's your age.
Thank you, Dan. Oh, looky, present for me. I'm going to put Dan in the bin for like deafening me with the.
I was a bit loud. Look, I'm a drummer. This is Fuck the Radio.
Yeah, it shows.
Yeah.
Still better than St Angus snare.
Yeah.
I'm going to put fecundity in the bin.
Fecundity. Who's Fecundity?
Fucking. Because, it was a word I never heard of until tonight when I met you. I came for the music and I stayed for the education.
That's right.
I learned about...
you just met tonight, either.
SMRT.
I learned about fecundity, and now I can't pronounce it, although I think I might have just did it.
You're doing it right
now, yeah.
And pandas,
only taking
get
2
your
hours.
shit together. If you were rooting more, I wouldn't need to learn words like fecundity. I even know how to spell it now because I got the spell check man out. So fecundity, pandas in the bin.
Right, now.
Slightly random.
The bin. These things definitely, again, need to go in the bin, only because I think we're in the day of age now where you go to a gig. This is really rude.
I thought it was crap then, actually.
You go to a gig and we see all of this happening in front of us, which is cool. I love that. When you do it, though, there you go. When you do it, though, make sure, share the love. You see a band, you want to support them, that's going to help them heaps. So just share the love on your social media, tag them.
But don't stand up the front with an iPad.
Do not do that. Don't do that.
I have actually seen that, legit.
Yeah,
you see people there with their MacBook Pros.
Yeah. Look, I mean, there's been this discussion before where some artists don't like being filmed because, you're stealing a show, you're recording.
No.
Look, we're rolling into the new ages now. It's not like
Good luck stopping it.
You can't stop it.
Nah.
You have to work with it and make it work into your advantage.
You do that in a Blaze gig and everybody be fighting to get in front of the camera.
That's right. Look, just do that. Go live. Post the stuff. Like that's another cool way of supporting your bands. And also Jimmy, if you're gonna say that I've got cool hair, maybe learn how to say my surname first.
That's a long-running battle, that one.
Can I put in the bin singers who do their best to block photographers from ever getting a photo of the drummer?
I have to
You
say...
literally see him moving across the stage. Hey, there's a camera.
I'll literally grab Ben's pedal board and just go...
And it's funny because it's true.
Photographer's going, it's very hard to get a photo of you. You move around a while, not as much as the singer.
I have hundreds of photos of him and 3 photos of you.
It's hard to get photos of drummers. It's damn near impossible.
Yeah, but he makes it extra hard, I feel.
Yeah. Well, sorry for entertaining.
How dare you?
Here we go. All right, on to my bin, which as always is going to be a slightly more somber note. And that is the use of immigrant families and their children as political footballs. Dutton and co, when it comes to that particular Tamil family, regardless of how you feel about immigration, all that sort of stuff, they've been here for 7 years, had 2 children that are born here, and now you're fighting tooth and nail to deport this entire family when you let in French au pairs for your rich and powerful friends. You've used the power of your discretion over 4,000 times, yet somehow... this particular family, who's actually integrated into the country, is deserving of your wrath. You're a fucking potato fuckwit. Get in the bin for all time, you spud. And for anyone that voted Liberal, this is what you fucking voted for, you pack of pricks. Oh.
Well, and then he got up and said, if I've ever said anything that's offended... I like when it pauses and the list starts. Jesus.
Yeah, that's always a bit of old gold, that one. I can never... just enough. We are a better country than that, surely.
Oh, absolutely.
Anyway.
Actually, can I throw one more in?
Yeah.
It's getting full.
No, it's not. This one's not.
Go for it.
Today, the day that we're recording it, this is something that I'm very passionate about. I didn't know we were going to get political, but now that we are.
Yeah, go for it.
Today is National Threatened Species Day. In Australia, we have got a horrendous track record with extinction, whereas most places in the world in the last 100 to 150 years have lost 1, 2, 3 mammal species. Australia's lost 34. One of the big problems that we have is that we don't know our own species. We look overseas at things like pandas and polar bears and tigers and things, but we've got over 100 species of critically endangered animal and plant in Australia that will all be extinct in the next 5 to 10 years if we don't do anything about it. And when you've got government bodies saying, we're going to do this, and if a few frogs die, who cares? Which is literally something that a New South Wales politician said about a dam being built.
And look they're rushing through the Adani mine up north.
Well, you've got stuff with the Murray-Darling Basin and massive fish kills and stuff, and then even stuff like the stuff around here in the northern suburbs when they were expanding the Yan Yin Road. They did biological surveys, set up cameras, and I think 16 cameras in 11 nights got 160 something photos of sugar gliders, and they went and cut down all the trees anyway. Not only that, look, sugar gliders are common. Something's going to happen, but one thing they did was they delayed the surveys from happening for about 8 months to put it in a time of the year where they were the least likely to detect another species called a phascagal, which a lot of people probably haven't heard of, a little carnivorous marsupial that's about that long, looks a bit like a pointy squirrel. And they're an endangered species, and they put the least likely time to detect those so they can say, they're not there. And it happens all the time. Greater gliders in Gippsland saying, if there's more than 11, we're not allowed to forest the area, so they get to 11 and they stop counting and then they forest it anyway. We've got some stuff that sounds like I'm some, coming up with political conspiracies and stuff, but some stuff that you just look at and go, what are we doing? We know that there's problems with the environment. We know there's problems with climate. We need to start actually looking after the amazing country that we live in, the animals we've got, the ecosystems that we've got, and we
have to look after the amazing world we live in. Yeah. And it's getting to that point now, especially with the whole climate change and everything like that, whatever it's fucking called now. Yeah. It's we've got to work together as one, not as even as as separate countries. It's like we're all the same thing.
Yeah, even down to the basics. Yeah. The next person that says to me the only good snake is a dead snake is getting this up the dick hole.
Yep.
I swear.
It's playing
Yeah.
that one.
That's fair.
I'm done with that. Bye.
Well, on that light-hearted note,
And you can see him at a shopping centre near you.
I should be careful with saying that kind of stuff.
good thing it's on national television. But anyway, thank you so much for your time tonight to come in and
Thank
join
you for
us.
having us,
Thank you
guys.
so much.
Thank you to Nikki for teeing it all up, because this is her brainwave here to make it all happen, so it's all worked out very nicely.
They said yes.
Yeah.
Thank you to all of you for watching at home, and we'll see you again same time next week for a special episode. Until then, I'm Andrew.
I'm Danny.
I'm Nikki.
I'm Danny.
As always,
D3.
drink up.
Rock on.
Smooth.
Fecundity.
Fecundity.
Bloopers are coming up right around the corner. Before we get to those, just want to say a very quick thank you to our Patreon supporters, our Funk Dancing for Self-Defense, Eat the Damn Orange, Andrew M, Craig S, Greg B, Kaz B, and Tim C. Thank you for your support. Now enjoy the outtakes.
Maybe Ling Ling the panda wasn't fucking that attractive, mate.
Maybe she's an ugly panda.
You ever seen a panda? He's like, I don't want to fuck that.
Is there such a thing as an ugly panda though? Come on.
Ask them. They're not rooting.
Just do that.
Learning some science.
This is fucking great. I came for the
It sounds
tunes,
Italian.
I stayed for the education.
Fuck, people are watching the wrong show. If that's
Even Caesar's like, holy fuck.
Caesar's used to me.
He's like,
Hey, at least he can't get on my head now. Like,
Yeah, do you
legit.
want to try
like
that?
a bet?
Yeah.
Big enough.
Oh, yeah.
It's like I fucking take your bet and I see it through. We should give the viewers just a taste of what this band's about.
That was
I'm going to
clever.
need something a lot stronger first.
We were looking at Sailor Jerry sponsorship, weren't we?
Yeah, it's in every clip we've done.
Hey, Danny, I think somebody took your drink.
Oh, we'll get to that.
Where is it?
Christ.
Oh, fuck yeah, this is going to be fun. Okay, cool. So, right, now we're going to go back to asking another question. All right, ready?
I'm ready. It's still filming.
Hey,
Nothing's gone away.
How you doing? All right, time to get
Nikki, the
serious.
word for the record is fecundity.
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 No, don't correct it. Just
You know why I'm
It
doing it,
sounds
because
like
I know
a-
she's going to fuck it up in 3 minutes anyway.
But it sounds like an Italian swear word. Oh, fecundity.
Yeah, fecundity. All right. Totally forgot what I was going to ask. All right, serious shit now.
Yeah, right.
Well, why would it not be fun?
Who's cundity?
I don't know, but I want to fuck her.
Wow.
Well, it's a girl, okay.
What else? Two's up. Hang on.
Yeah. There we go.
I'm going to ask you about that too.
Yeah, well, if this was live, we could be like, right, if you want to hear the song, you know what song it is, just donate your $50 to that number down at the bottom of the screen. And
That's
not a
actually so
telephone.
cool.
that's what I'm saying.
But how cool would it be to make it like
it's
that?
so good.
Do you want to know the song? There's one way. You got to pay to play. Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that Facebook Live.
See? Yes, do it. Got a song for them that we
Yeah,
can play?
Oh,
they
we
released
absolutely
it. They released a clip recently for a song called Chunky.
Okay, cool.
It's awesome.
It's about time.
No. He's gonna
That's
knock you on
right.
your ass.
Cut that out.
Yeah, that'll be a bit of a point for me to find out.
It never happened.
That's all right. No, it just won't make tally. It'll make the online thing.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
It's called Gold and the Silver.
Nice.
Enjoy.
I only pointed to you because I forgot what it was called.
And I only pointed to you because I forgot as well.
Did we actually say which one we were going to pick? Some
Yeah,
guys
the new
said,
one. It's a corker.
Yeah.
It's a
Oh my
corker of a
God.
song.
Good
Fuck,
song.
man. So
I love
sorry.
her voice.
That's
I'm like-
oh,
I want
I
to
was
do.
like-
I want to do an Ablaze hot sauce. I want to do
we're
it
going
too.
to.
Ablaze, you've got the perfect name.
Oh,
Yeah, literally.
That's actually not bad.
Like, if we could talk to him, be like, hey, can we do like a small batch thing?
Yeah.
You totally should.
There won't be another. It won't be another album. It'll be the hot sauce.
That's what we are. We're hot
Fuck
sauce
music.
vendors now.
We're doing hot sauce now.
We're doing hot sauce
There's a
now.
big market for it, though.
It's basically what Mike Anthony from.
We should
Mark
do a
Anthony
video.
was.
Like a
It's
short
from
Van
promo
Halen.
video.
Yeah.
Man, Anthony, he does.
Sorry?
Just do a music
Do
video
a
for
short
it.
promo video.
We'll write a song for it.
Please, hustle.
Come and get your Ablaze hot sauce.
Not like that.
Come
please.
get your Ablaze hot sauce.
It's not
Hey,
good.
yeah, get the old guy dying. in front of
Where's
the
Where's the milk?
dun, dun, dun,
Oh, God.
Somebody took my milk.
dun. Well, yeah.
Oh, hang on.
You're shit! I was not even there until you went there.
Someone please welcome the show back.
Yeah, what Octavia said.
With or without the breast pump? Why?
I was thinking of something else, to be honest with you. Welcome to the Hard Rock Show, where nothing is sacred.
Nothing at all.
Mako said, "They go, how do you fucking rescue this train wreck?"
So what were you milking exactly?
It's all the help the fecundity, isn't it?
No, it's well past that by that point.
Oh, we're so past out.
Welcome to the Hard Rock Show.
What?
So start.
And action. Hi, I'm Danny.
I'm Mango from Ablaze.
Welcome.
Let's try that. Okay, do you want me?
Cool.
That was fucking pro.
So when it's just the two of us, there's no problem.
Side of my
Nick,
sleeve.
you need glasses, because read the fucking mug.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
That's
like,
not
what?
Koplikani.
No.
Oh, fuck!